And now we're live. We're going to pull ourselves up on our phones so that we don't miss anyone's chat like last time, where I just completely forgot we were streaming and ignored chat the whole entire time. Hello?
Why is it called The Adventure Ends? What are you saying?
Well, every time I play, I try to kill you guys with fire and necromancy and all kinds of stuff. So, you know, it's pretty much pretty pervasive theme.
Smash and smite our way out of
You
it.
do smash and smite your way out of it. We did get Lucian's attacks dialed in. He attacks 3 times per turn now instead of 4 times per turn. And so he's still got a handful of smites in his back pocket though. So
Scared, are you?
yeah, nah, we're all right. So if you guys remember last time, you got a mission from Lyra Voss to go into Skullport. You had gotten some clues from your time in the South Ward and from a couple adventures in Waterdeep about what was happening, about how the necromantic cult was in search of this phylactery. Nimin, you remember your guys' stash was raided and you arrived just too late. Akali and Meatball, thanks for joining us in chat. So all eyes were pointing towards something in Skullport, or someone in Skullport, acquiring the crown. You guys are pretty sure that it was Xanathar, and Lyra tasked you with the quest of retrieving it before the wedding, so that you could stop whatever evil ritual is about to be performed. You went into the South Sea Caves. You were on a little tiny boat called the Full Barrel, and you met what was the name of the lady that did it? Swiftwake, Alondra Swiftwake, I believe was her name. And she had a small crew that took you through the caves and the locks and all that other stuff, and you guys hoisted yourself up a barrier wall on a little rowboat, and you guys were rowing into Skullport last time we left. So yeah, let's who would be rowing the boat? That's what I want to know.
Well, Brew,
I would say.
probably by herself.
Is that what you want to be doing, bro?
She closed her Discord. I don't think she wants to play. She's like, I'm not rowing shit. She quit.
I'm out of here, dude.
You beefcake, start rowing.
She just jumps off the boat.
It's been nice, y'all. Yeah, I'm rolling.
You're rowing. Okay, give me a couple strength checks because there's a strong current here.
Is it a 1-person boat or a 2-person rowboat?
It's a 4-person rowboat. So if you want to
so
help,
so
you
a
can,
couple of us should help.
yeah.
I guess Smolar looks
Not-
reluctantly at the row, at the oar.
Well, if could Brew and myself do the rowing and they do the lookouting?
Yeah, that sounds that sounds like a good plan of
All right.
action. So why don't you both give me
Smolar's like,
strength
yeah,
checks?
let's do that.
Yeah, wouldn't want to sit next to the ugly person, right?
It's not that. I just don't want to get all sweaty from rowing.
Who called me ugly?
Lord.
I didn't call no one ugly. You putting words in my mouth.
Oh, you said ugly person.
Slander. That was Brew. Slander. Lies and slander.
All right, Lucian and Brew, give me a couple strength checks to see how well you're gonna get into the port here. Get downriver.
Mhm.
I clicked that one with strength, right?
I rolled
Okay,
a modified 18.
All right,
12.
12.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Brew, you're finding it a little bit harder than Lucian to row. You're using up quite a bit of your strength, but he seems to be doing it a lot better. Maybe he spent more time in a boat. You're not sure, but you do notice quite a difference between your 2 strength.
My mind is elsewhere.
Yeah. All right, so our first scene here, as you can see in this picture, this guy's arm's a little backwards, but we'll just forgive that. You know, AI is kind of stupid. Our first scene into Skullport here, as the Full Barrels rowboat is moored onto a crumbling dock, and the cavern closes in with oppressive weight. You know, all around you, you're like in the city in a giant cave, basically. You see these like dim corpse lanterns that sway above you, casting a sickly yellow-green halo onto the cracked stone and rusted chain. Skullport breathes, a city of shadowed whispers, flickering a chemical haze and the hiss of unseen things behind doors. Everybody give me a perception check.
Right die. You're not gonna roll for me
17.
today. 5. Ugh.
Dirty
tired of
20.
You.
All right, and Lucian, what's your perception?
Modified 18.
So everyone but Melara, who is more concerned about the ick of the Skullport getting onto her fancy elven dresses, you guys notice something strange carved into the stone walls near the mooring posts. Nimin, you recognize this, and you've shown it to the others before. The Eye of Xanathar, the symbol of Xanathar. Brew and Lucian, you remember seeing it on the armor of the thugs you fought in the sewers and the dockyards. Nimin, you know it quite well, but it's been altered. There's a crown that's been crudely scratched over the eye, and it appears newer than the surrounded graffiti. Beneath it, there's a smear of something that might be blood, maybe ink.
That's unusual.
That doesn't look right.
What are you looking at?
Nothing. What are you looking at?
Nothing.
Good.
Good.
As the party takes in your
Good, I'm glad that
surroundings,
glad we agree.
you guys hear a voice wheeze from below the dock's edge. Oh, this is the crown, by the way. Here, I was going to show you. Boots, sword need polish, crossbow's a bit thirsty, just a few silver, my lords. And you see this like old, haggard gnome, this deep gnome, like Nim, come out from beneath a skaggling of net and rope, dragging a box with his supplies. He's a gnome in rags. He hauls himself, a deep gnome in rags. He hauls himself up onto the crate with effort. His skin is blotched, his beard is millweed thread, and his eyes are shrewd. He rasps and he says, "Name's Gripwick."
Gripwick?
Aye, lass. And he
Family name?
he winks at you. He's gonna point to Lucian's shiny shoes that he's got on, and Nimin's leather shoes, and then like kind of looks over at Brunera. Are you wearing shoes, Brunera?
No.
Yeah, he just sees you like your bare toes, and then points back to Nimin's boots and says, "Shining them makes them less likely to notice you. See, a dull blade draws a sharp glance."
Yeah, I don't like being noticed. How much did you say?
Just a few silver. He holds up his like two, and then puts up an extra third finger.
I toss a couple silver his way,
And
and I put up my boots.
he grabs his supplies and gets to shining them, and he goes, "How about that sword, Paladin? I could shine it up nicely."
My sword is fine, but here's a couple silver for your trouble, my
Yeah.
good man.
The Paladin takes good care of his stuff. He's always making sure, so he gladly takes the money and thanks you very much, and does an extra quick job on Nimin's boots and gets them shined up real nice.
But can I have you?
Yep. What are you gonna
I
ask?
want to point to the eye and just say, "What's with the crown?"
Yeah, he kind of freezes and his smile fades, and his ragged fingers kind of twitch a little bit. He just kind of just goes quiet and doesn't say anything, and kind of like focuses on the boots instead.
I'll give you a gold if you tell me what you're not telling me.
Roll a persuasion.
Dang. Oh, natural one.
He's gonna just brush you off and just keep working.
Rude.
I don't want to have anything to do with that. You can't convince me otherwise with gold.
Malara turns to him and asks, could you shine my shield so bright that the moon reflects off it?
Aye, lass, I certainly could do that for a few coin.
How much would it be?
He's gonna say 3 silver.
All right, I give him 5 silver.
So he's gonna lean into you because you've been so nice and you're like the prettiest of them all. He's gonna
kind of lean back as he leans in.
Yeah. He's like
just like subtly, not to be rude.
Kind of like nods over to the eye and he says, "Things changed." That's what's going on here. Xanathar's got something, a thing that talks to him from somewhere else. Since he got that, he don't rage, he don't scream, don't even blink an eye no more. He negotiates. Got draugrs and mind flayers signing deals in ink, not blood. It ain't right. Ain't natural.
So you think he's got something more powerful than them pulling the strings?
He kind of like glances around as if someone's like listening to him. And he says, it used to be you could count on chaos down here. Now it's order with eyes. Not all of them human. I won't say no more.
Interesting. They love chaos down here. They like kind of thrive on the underbelly of chaos, but strict, powerful ruling with an iron fist is not good for them.
Something's changed. It used to be, yeah.
Well, thank you, sir. And like Malara like tries to cover her nose from the man's breath.
He's spit shining your shield now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, since you've what's your deal, anyways? Why you here? Some pretty lass like you.
Oh, just thinking about moving down here, actually.
He laughs. He like cannot believe that. Roll deception check.
Brew also laughs.
Deception. Rolled pretty good that time. Oh, it's gonna be a 21.
You moved down here? I couldn't believe it, but I suppose there's a place for everyone here in Skullport. Look for every cranny, you know.
How long have you been down here?
55 long years. My first 55 I spent in the Underdark.
So you're like,
Well, how was
old?
that?
He's old. Yeah, he's.
Can I do a history check to know how long deep gnomes normally live?
Sure.
I'm 175 years old. So.
I was gonna say, like,
Yeah.
my history's not that great right now. That was only a 9, but
Yeah, you're not sure. You know Nim's old.
yeah, but I'm like 60.
Yeah, well, compared to you,
Yeah.
you're a young elf. You're a quite young.
I know
elf.
I'm a young elf, but I'm still
Yeah.
60 years.
Yeah, I know. It's different.
I'm on my way.
You down here asking questions about the eye? Looking for a place to live? Are you looking to make deals with Xanathar himself? Is that what it is? I could get you to him, you know.
Oh, interesting. You could, huh?
I could point you in the right direction. For a cost.
Oh, you wouldn't charge little old me, and I give him a wink.
Roll a persuasion. Going to Franklin University, guys.
The timing. The timing of the commercials.
15.
15? All right. Yeah, he's going to decide that he's milked you guys for already quite a bit. You know, he's gotten what he wanted out of you, more than you wanted out of you. So I'll point you to a few different places, and it's up to you to decide where to go. There's the Black Tankard. This is a bar where Coin talks and Harper spies. He kind of like looks over at Nimid. drown their guilt of what they've been doing here. Needle Alley, it's a graffiti covered. Sometimes the graffiti whispers back. The Bone Market's a good place if you're looking for auction dens and anything from relics to regrets.
Bone market?
Bone Market.
I interject to Malara and say, "You should really wear your veil. You look so great wearing that."
Oh yeah, that's true. I'll put that on here in a moment. Can I put it on now at this point
You
while
can
he's
pull up
talking?
a veil. Yeah, it's a veil around. I'm assuming you're just
Yeah.
not wearing it up.
Oh, yeah, it's just around my neck, but yeah, kind of like a shawl.
And that's it tells when somebody's lying, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So,
From this point forward, I could probably notice it, but I don't know if I noticed it any time previous.
No.
can you go over those spots again?
Yeah. He talks about the black tankard a little bit more. There's no lie that, he's telling that you could find more information about, the Xanathar's hideout there, and talks about Needle Alley and nothing glows. But when he talks about the Bone Market, it kind of glows a little bit more.
This is not in the conversation, but I'm just thinking that if there was a trap, that would also mean a lie. So that would indicate, we could maybe figure that out, that it could be a trap if he says a lie to get us to go.
Yeah, it does glow. It does glow faintly, but you're not sure what the lie is.
Remind me, if I also lie, will it glow?
That's a good question. That's a good question. What does it say in the
Detect all
flavor?
lies?
I think it would detect all lies, wouldn't it?
Okay.
Yeah,
So when I talked about moving down here earlier, it probably would have glowed a little bit.
Well,
It was
you didn't
around my
have-
neck,
You didn't
but
have it.
yeah.
You didn't have it activated. We'll say.
Yeah. Activate lie detector. So we kind of get a little feeling about this bone market, but I mean, I'm kind of looking over at you, Nim, when he mentioned the Harpers, because I know you got some pull with them.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else? You can give us advice around the area, perhaps.
Don't lick the light poles.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna lick a light bulb.
Roll a Constitution.
Same sort of advice as don't eat yellow snow.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That is
Watch where you
22.
go, where those huskies go. Yeah, you got a healthy immune system. You have no problem. You've got a barbarian's Goliath immune system. You've licked worse.
Not wrong.
So do you guys ask him anything else, or he's starting to pack
I
up
think-
his stuff, and he got your shield back to you, and everyone's shoes are shined, and he stacked up all of his silver he got from you guys and put it in his pouch. Kind of cinches it up.
Yeah, I think I've pretty much asked him everything.
I
guess how do you get to each of those places that you told me about?
Oh, simply go to that way, and that way, and that way.
Did I know where the hell he's pointing?
Roll a survival.
Okay.
You don't have maps.
yeah.
We're gonna go off of your skills. Everything's gonna be skill based.
23.
Yeah, so you kind of follow his finger and you see the black tankard's he points north, and the Needle Alley's east, and the Bone Market south. You can kind of hear the market in the distance, and if you walk into the city, you probably could figure it out.
And north, east, and south.
We'll just say you're west or something. We don't have any
One
maps,
last-
so we're gonna. Yeah, what's your question there, Paladin?
where is the danger in these three locations?
Danger's everywhere. You're in Skullport. Anything could
What's the
happen.
most dangerous that we should be worried about?
Well, word on the street is there's all kinds of necro folks looking for something, and they've been asking some pretty hard questions. If you see any of them, steer clear.
Thank you, sir.
And your stuff doesn't glow. He's telling the truth. All right, as the party begins to step away from the dock, following the gnome's whispered directions, there's a deep groaning creak that echoes through the vast cavern of Skullport. Above you, unnoticed until now, one of the great stalactites, jagged black fang, nearly 20 feet long, begins to shift, and dust rains down from it. A crack like a cannon shot splits the air as an ancient stone gives away. "Look out!" someone cries, possibly Gripwick, as the stalactite pummels. I would like everyone to make a dexterity saving throw, and I would like everyone to let me know if they tried to save Gripwick, and if so, what do you guys do?
No, fuck that guy.
You want to try there, Paladin?
I got a modified 20, and yes, I try to save it.
Okay, I need you to make
Oh, good thing.
another dexterity. Give me a dexterity check, so just roll and tell me what you get for dexterity on grabbing Gripwick, and then the rest of you tell me what your scores are for your saving throw.
19
All right.
unmodified.
All right.
25.
Damn.
21.
Damn.
It's been a pleasure, Botch.
On a
He doesn't get you
failure,
everywhere.
on a failure, you're caught by debris as the stalactite crashes nearby. You take 1d10 bludgeoning damage and you're knocked prone in a cloud of choking dust.
Is that everyone?
No, just me, I think.
Just Hannah. And you saved Gripwick.
It's the
Where you take 3 bludgeoning damage and you're knocked prone and you're covered in
Yeah.
stones and
dust and stuff.
I upright the gnome, kind of give him a hey, you good man, and then I'm gonna go to Malara's aid.
Malara's covered in rocks, prone. You find her laying down.
I'm going to start removing rocks and helping her get up.
All right, roll
Yeah, I'm helping
me.
him too.
Everyone who's helping, roll a couple strength checks. Roll me 1 strength check just to see.
My little Nim.
Modified
Doing what
22.
Yeah, you have no
That's a
problem.
1.
Nim, you lift like a small rock off of her as Lucian's just like lifting these like shattered boulders and moving everything out of the way and like helping her to her feet with ease. As the dust settles,
I thought you were gonna have me like trapped under the rock.
No.
You are now trapped under the rock.
Yeah. Lucian moves the rocks on top of you. No, I just imagine you helping, but like you're helping by
Very
just
little.
like very little. Like you just move like one small stone, you know.
You're Nim Cat.
So Gripwick walks up to you guys after the dust settles and you're helped to your feet. He says, "The city's bones shift when the eye watches, and lately it seems to watch everything. Thank you, my lords. Thank you for saving me life." He just sits down on the dock.
Goodwill, my friend.
All right, where to first?
Yeah.
Which of the locations you want to go to first? Check out the tavern or
But we
Tavern's
feel like
always a good bet.
Tavern's a safe bet, but there's something about this bone market he spoke of that intrigues me.
Mm-hmm.
well, we can always use more information, and I just don't want to jump into something we're
Yeah.
not ready for. But I will go with the group, whatever we decide.
We could go to the tavern first.
Nim could probably get us some information, by his little conversation starters. So
Mm-hmm.
All right. Roll me a survival little skill check, everybody, to see as a group to see if you guys get lost or not.
Got a 16.
are we putting these in? Or are we just saying them?
Yeah, you can just say them and
8.
3.
Ooh, well, what was yours, Nim?
8.
Mine was
Yours
Oh,
was
sorry.
a 3 and yours was an 8.
yeah.
Dude, 2 fails and 2 successes. So Malara and Brew make it to have no problem making it along the path and staying on track. Whereas Nim, you're kind of in your element. Like you're like, even though Waterdeep is where you're from, like you're a rogue. You're you know, a little bit more devious than the others, and so you see a lot of stuff that like catches your eye as you walk around. You know, fellow thieves. You know, strange creatures that you wouldn't normally see on the surface. You know, strange races that you wouldn't normally see on the surface. You know, in a place where you used to get eyes on you everywhere you went, you used to have to disguise yourself as a dwarf. You know, you no longer have to do that here, and so it's taking you a lot longer to stay on track. And in reverse, Lucian, you feel more out of place than you ever have in your entire life. You're like good and evil detection is just like pinging evil everywhere you go. You know, you're like overstimulated in a Walmart. You know, so you're not as focused on.
So relatable.
Yeah, you're not focused on the task at hand as much either, and it's taking everything you got to keep your sword sheathed as you're walking. You all make it there, but not without the other two not having waited for you.
Man, there's so many times I wanted to run someone through on the way here.
Oh, glad you didn't, because it would really,
shit.
really suck to get arrested down here.
I'm not talking arrested. We're going to start a war.
Or that.
I like it.
Both of you, calm down. Remember, we got a mission we have to complete. Brew, if you want your revenge, we got to do this.
Yes. I understand. Mission above fun.
Welcome to the Black Tankard. You enter, and it is the seedy underbelly, like Star Wars cantina style. Just like a deep hearth in the back, and you know, broken chairs and some dirty tables, and you see a half orc as a bartender. And yeah, just your normal Skullport heathens inside drinking.
Finally.
I cut off someone's arm with a lightsaber.
Wanna buy some
My
death
friend,
sticks?
he don't like you. I don't like you.
Yeah, you guys get it.
Yeah, this is the vibe I got now.
Can I find us a table and kind of like shroud myself in my face, because I am
Roll a
fish
stealth.
out of water
You
around
are a
here.
fish out of
Yeah.
water.
I'm walking around like I own the place.
nat 20.
Grabbing a beer.
Yeah, you managed to pull you have that cloak that you got from trying to stay keeping a low profile, and so do you, the paladin. You too probably would want to roll me a stealth check and to see how well you blend in with the locals, the local yokels.
18.
All right, yeah, no problem. You and Malara find a table without too many problems and sit down. What's Bruin Niman doing?
I'm grabbing a couple drinks. Well, I'm grabbing drinks for everyone.
The bartender's simple. They got piss warm ale, 2 silver.
So I like it. 2 silver. 2 silver each.
Yep.
What do we have? 4. We need 4 of them. So
Stack them up. Don't be light. Remember to tip.
and yeah, I'll tack another 4 silver on top of that. So
Whoa.
20 silver.
He smiles with
Thanks,
crooked
Brenda.
fangs, and says,
Give it
"Keep it quiet, no trouble."
As always, and I give him a nod and a wink.
And he pours you 4 relatively drinkable beers, ales, and
Drinkable.
what's Brew doing?
Thank you.
Right now she's chewing something.
Do we know what it is?
She's
What's it look
snacking.
like?
She's snacking.
It's
a
it's like a
snack.
spider leg. It's like a really large spider leg that they've grilled there, actually.
I just found it sitting on a table. Wasn't eating it. So. Yeah, I'm like leaned up on a wall
How's a bar
nearby
fight?
the table.
Okay. All right. So you bring you hand get handed a beer as Niman walks past you, and he goes and sits down with the others. And what do you guys do?
I want to try the beer tentatively and see how it tastes and or affects me.
Roll me a Constitution. Everyone who's drinking, roll a Constitution.
17, but I'm immune to poison also.
Yeah, you don't have any problem drinking this beer,
I got a 7.
even though you're young. Malara's caught a buzz. Yeah, she's a little bit tipsy.
I love you guys so much. I don't know if I've ever said that.
Nim is
but-
chugging this back, and he rolled a 1.
Niman's
Oh, no.
plastered. Yeah, it's gone to his head.
It's been a
It's
while.
been a long time since you've had a good drink. And
Yeah.
they're stiff down here.
I forgot how stiff these drinks are.
I chug it, and I got a 15.
Yeah, you.
Brew,
yeah.
I always loved you. You know,
Did you?
you're my
No,
best
I love
friend.
Brew. I love Brew more than
I
you.
love Brew too.
Yeah. Where's your cat? Where's your kitty?
Roll an
Don't
animal
bring the
handling
cat.
with disadvantage.
Oh no.
Don't bring the cat out.
Just too late.
Bastard, he's
I'm
bastard.
reaching in my pocket to like instinctively just bring the cat out a little bit, but animal handling.
Yep,
Oh god.
add to disadvantage.
5. Oh, disadvantage. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, 5. I rolled
Can you
3
roll
total.
lower?
yeah,
So excited.
the cat's gonna get out of the bag. And
The
it's,
cat's out of the
Deep,
bag.
Come here, kitty. Here,
Um,
kitty.
Can I
Kitty,
try to
come-
scoop it up
kitty,
before it
come
runs
back.
away?
Come back, kitty.
Yeah, it's rolled pretty high for its dexterity, and so it's gonna be jumping around. And now,
Someone grab my pussy.
now you're causing a little bit of a stir, and now there are a little bit more eyes on you. And before
Yeah,
you
we
know
gotta
it,
quiet down. We gotta get this
a-
cat covertly.
a tall guy in a dark green cloak comes up and grabs it by the scruff and holds it up in front of it and goes, "What's a feline like you doing in a scum
Punch him
place
in the
like
face
that?"
before he says anything.
Do you really? Like as he
Yeah.
like
Really? You want to?
you want to?
Yep.
All right, roll me an
No.
attack.
Oh, Brew.
Here's one of them things you gotta think about.
19.
God damn! All right, give me an unarmed strike damage here.
It's
He just picks
4.
up the cat and is like, "Who's poof?"
Yeah, he's like, "Whose cat is?" And he just drops it. And
Yeah, Nim runs over to grab it too. He's
um,
like jumping on that right away.
roll me an acrobatics.
Do you want disadvantage on that because I'm drunk?
Yeah, probably.
Oh.
That is a 7.
You land you jump and land on your back to catch the cat. Instead, it goes right through your hands and lands on your face and scratches you for 4 damage.
4. Amazing. Okay.
I stand up, ready to fight in case what Drew did is going to draw any further action.
He's holding his stomach. He's holding his stomach and he's coughing because he's like got the wind knocked out of him, right? By this like Goliath, like just like punching him in the face.
Right.
I'm gonna lean over and like pat him on the back and be like, "Oh, I'm I thought you were someone else. That's my bad."
And yeah, he's gonna wince at you, and then like he's gonna take his Harper pin off of his cloak and just slam it on the table next to Nim, and just like point
Oh,
at it.
I'm
as
sorry, my
as
friend.
Like, "Ah."
Just kidding. I didn't think you were someone else.
Did we get
Sorry,
the
my
cat?
cat got away from
Malara
me.
says.
Yeah, I got the cat on me.
Yeah, you got
I've
the
already
cat.
stuffed it back in.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my friend.
He sits
I didn't
down.
even get to pet it.
He sits down and and tells you to buy him a beer. Like he's like, you
Oh.
can buy me a beer. You know that, right?
I'll buy you 2 beer. All right, garçon,
I'll just go get the beer.
2 more beer.
yeah,
Nobody
because
wants to
nobody, the bartender definitely did not respond to Garcon. He was like,
I go, Nim, how long does it take for you to sober up?
I guess we'll find
I
out.
guess we'll
We're
find
gonna
out.
find out.
Give me
I
another
can-
beer and we'll see.
No.
I can cure
Garçon.
poison.
That might work if you wanna use a
Well, I just don't know if it's worth it or not. So if he's just
Yeah.
gonna
I push his hand away. Like,
yeah.
all right,
I'm fine.
I
I'm
do.
fine.
I do not do it.
I'm fine.
So you get up and the bartender gives you 2 more drinks and you just give him a couple 4 copper or 4 silver and
I'll do that one.
When he comes over, I ask, "Do you have any bread?"
he's
Crackers.
he's gonna look at you and he just shakes his head and says meat.
Well,
Neat.
I wanted something to soak up alcohol, but what do you have for meat? What type?
Let's see here. We got bear meat, we got spider meat, got lizard meat, we got dwarf meat.
Dwarf meat.
Oh, that sounds interesting. I'll take some bear, please.
All right. Yeah, just it's 3 silver for a hunk of meat. Big hunk of meat.
Alrighty. Thank you, sir.
And you guys can already smell like meat cooking from the back. And he sticks his head in the back and says, bear meat on the grill. And a tentacle kind of reaches out and kind of like gives like a tentacle like thumbs up and then like slops back.
A tentacle thumbs up.
So you guys start drinking with the Harper, and he's kind of like literally softened up a bit now.
Sorry about that.
He says, "So what are you doing here? What are you looking for? Perhaps I could help."
Let me tell you, it's been a day. Did you know Thaurin left? He was like my dad.
Thaurin, yeah, sure, buddy. Yeah,
God damn it.
reassigned, huh?
I guess so.
So
We're
you're
we're
looking for
a
your
crown.
dad. Oh, you're looking for the crown. He's like instantly like shushes, like, look, you're looking for the crown? You and every necromancer in this fucking city. Word is, Xanathar's got it. Now I knew Xanathar. A wise man he is not. More like a mad king. But with that damn crown on his head, he's taken over all of Skullport. Harper's like us, and he looks at you. We thrive in chaos. Now there's hardly any left.
Yeah, we need some chaos. Do you know where he is?
I've heard if you go through Needle Alley just past the rusted gates, there's a smell like sulfur unremarkable. You can't miss it. That's where they went.
And then that's where we'll go, I guess. But
No one that
Once
goes.
someone sobers up.
What's that?
Once someone sobers up.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you guys take a little bit of time to eat and sober up and hang out at the tavern? I get it.
and
Yeah,
Nim probably
man.
needs to.
Yeah, we're gonna have a little montage of you guys taking a little. I don't know if you've used any of your stuff, but take a little short rest if you haven't.
I feel like it's like the scene in Red Dead 2.
Yeah.
Lenny, my
Lenny.
boy.
Lenny.
Okay, short rest.
Yeah, take a little short rest if you haven't.
Let's
I
see,
don't
short
I don't
rest
remember
on
where
food.
we were before, but
We hadn't taken a long rest since
Yeah, we
fighting
hadn't,
with you on the
right?
boat.
Yeah.
I figured, yeah. All right, so after your short rest, you guys head out of the tavern and onto the streets to look for Needle Alley. Why don't you guys roll me a group survival check, and we'll see how quickly or how easily you guys find it.
Definitely seen
14?
Needle Alley in Vancouver.
Yeah, for real. For real. I've been down the valley.
We once
Survive-
got lost on a street that I found out was Murder Street. That's what the locals called
That's
it.
what they call it.
And we got lost in there. And
Oof.
survived.
It's gonna be like an 8.
8
It's
for
survival, right?
you. Yeah, survival. 14, 8,
7.
7.
Natural 1.
Oh my gosh, guys.
Yeah, bad rolls today. I've got 3 1s already, or full 2 1s.
You guys start walking down every back alley there is looking for Needle Alley, right?
So Malara's like, we are totally lost. Let's ask for directions. How about this fine gentleman? And it's like the
Yeah,
most
he's got an eye
looking,
patch and he's got like,
suspicious looking
he's
person.
got a hook on one hand and
I do want to ask him though. I do want to approach him and ask him like, do you know where Needle Alley is?
he's gonna snarl in your face and hold up his hook and say, "I'll get you from here to here."
So that's a
I-
no.
I pull my sword halfway out of the sheath.
Roll an intimidation.
I don't know if I get any modifiers on that.
Yeah, it's charisma based.
Oh, well then that's good for me. 16 modified.
All right, yeah, he's gonna turn tail and run.
Damn it, he didn't know.
No, I'm not gonna let people bully my friends.
Aw, thanks.
As you guys are keeping on looking for Needle Alley, you kind of see a couple of cloaked people behind you, 3 or 4 cloaked people darting in and out of the shadows. You only scarcely catch eye of them. What do you guys do?
Can we roll perception on what we might notice about them, or is that all we're gonna know?
You could certainly roll whatever you want. You can do whatever you want.
Perception is a 16.
Malara, you're pretty convinced that these are cultists, necromantic cultists, and they are not like pursuing you to like attack you right now. They're just more like keeping an eye on you at all times.
I informed the whole group of us.
Brew, do we want to
Right.
bring the fight to them?
I think we should
I'm-
hold off and follow them.
I'm always for a fight.
But be
Quiet,
ready.
drunk.
They're watching us, so what if like
Yeah, I'm only half sober now, I guess.
what if like 2 of us like draw their attention while the other 2 kind of like sneak up behind them and get any information?
Yeah, I'm already blending into the shadows a little bit, into this. I don't know.
Alright.
Is it stone walls?
Yep.
Preferably. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's a cavern. You're in your natural habitat here. So what are you guys doing?
I can be the bait, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, Brew, do you want to fight them with me or not?
Do you like try to sneak up on them or just go straight for them?
Well, I don't know. We can maybe just turn around. How do you want to do it? How far away are they from us?
Yeah.
They got a distance, like 25, 30 feet.
That's
Well, we
nothing.
can cover that, for the first round.
Yeah, let's rush them.
All right,
What
then I
the-
want to be bait.
Let's rush them. Hannah or Malara, get ready for some spells.
Battle
Got it.
cry.
I got both my weapons out. We're gonna rush them.
I have my shield out and my staff.
All right, roll
Or my- actually my
initiative.
mace.
I don't have a battle mat for this because this was not planned.
I'm still in the shadows.
That's D&D.
Yep. All right, let me get a.
So we have to go over to the.
I'm
Yeah,
not rolling
the
good
live
at all.
sessions.
I don't know if I know where that's at.
It's right above tavern chat.
Yeah, it's. Oh, 1 second.
All right, let's get some stat blocks on the fly.
Gotta get there.
If you're having trouble too, you can just tell me and I'll put it in there.
I think I got it.
All right, new document. We've got some Valeric cult spies hiding in the shadows.
And
guys
should
failed
Nim
your-
roll too, or is Nim just hidden for now?
I'm hidden. Unless you want me to
Um,
roll stealth or something.
I need you to roll stealth. Yes, sir.
That is a
1.
20, dirty 20.
Man.
I guess I get advantage too, but
You don't need it with a
Okay.
roll like that.
That's dexterity plus 3. That's 14. Even though we don't have a map, we're still gonna give them colors.
So we're just like kind of down an alleyway, right? And they're behind us. We're turning around
Yeah,
to face them.
imagine a 10 feet alleyway that runs the length of 2 or 3 buildings, so like, 40, 50,
But 10 feet wide.
10 feet wide, yep. And just imagine it like an alleyway. There's debris, certain areas, boxes and stuff. And then once we get the full initiative, we'll begin.
Well, at least I'm not
Yeah.
dead last.
I think that's correct. Should Nim roll initiative if he wants to attack from the shadows, or do you not intend to attack?
yeah,
from
how
the
did we
shadow?
want to do that?
if-
I'm not doing it yet, but
The second you basically. I'll probably.
I
want
say
you to
roll initiative, and then he can decide whether or not he's
Yeah,
still
you'll
hidden.
just
yeah,
be-
maybe on my
or-
turn.
You'll be hidden.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna like kind of like see if I can roll perception or something to see if I see anything up ahead or anything to be concerned about or any.
But he's still gonna have a place in the
But-
roll.
Yeah, should I just roll initiative? and
Yeah,
then-
just roll initiative, and we'll
figure
try to
that out.
put you in there, and you'll just be hidden on your attack or on your turn.
14.
Okay. What's your dex mod?
That is +3.
Is that the same for the spy?
Yep.
All right. How does spy go first? I should put hidden.
All right. Man, this is gonna be hard. I might just see if I can find a fucking alleyway.
Yeah, you should be able to find like a alley asset.
I gotta go pee really quick if we want to
Yeah, there we go.
take a minute.
Take a minute here.
Yeah, I
and
might,
I'll,
I might go to the bathroom too.
I'll be right back.
Let's see if we can find something. Alleyway ambush. That's not what I want. This is what I have to do all the time. Trying to find one that works. Let's see if this works. What is this? Yeah, you take all the cookies I got, I don't think this is what I want. Oh, perfect. Is this... Can I not save this image? Open this in a new tab. This page is not working. Son of a bitch. No, I mean, that would take a lot of work. What I need is like this. This is Twitter? Save image as. Save this in maps. This is alley. And now, don't look. Close your eyes. Oh my god. Don't look. No one look. Oh my god. No one look.
I don't see anything.
Oh, thank God. All right, we're gonna set up a map here. My library, upload,
Okay, I'm back.
alleyway. Drag this over here.
My tummy hurts.
Just the fit page. Too much cake?
Too much burger, too much cake, too much snack after that.
Feel that. Let's advanced transform. We're going to assign the grid. 1, 2, 3 by 1, 2, 3. Assign the grid. All right, we're gonna put 1. Oops. Tokens. 1, 2, 3. And then got Drew. Got Lucian. We got Nimin, who's hiding behind a barrel here. And we have Malara in the back. All right, we got it. Look at that. That didn't take very much.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! All right. Let's see first. Let's gotta give people some colors here. So we got. Oops. Cancel. We got orange. We got blue. We got red. Okay. All right. So what are my skills here? We got multi-attack with a dagger. What? I wasn't going to tell you all. They're holding daggers. You can see they're holding daggers. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you anything that you wouldn't know as your character. They got the ability to turn you inside out and backwards. All right.
What are their parents like?
Yeah, their parents didn't love them enough.
Wow.
Let's see here. Man. Pretty far away, aren't they? I did say they were. How far did I say they were away?
30 feet.
25 to 30.
45 to 30.
25 to 30.
25 to 30. There we go. Okay. All right. So Orange is going to run up to Brew.
Heyo.
And he, like, as he runs up to you, you notice, like, his face is kind of, like, shifting and turning from, like, one to another to a different person. And he's going to attack you with his dagger. 23 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to take 4 piercing damage. 21 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Look at you go.
Yeah, we'll tie this time.
at you,
A 19
Orange.
and a 16. I know, right? All right. You're gonna take 6 piercing damage.
Okay.
All right. Next up is Lucian.
So is that guy right next to me then?
It sure does look that way.
I'm gonna attack that dude that just attacked Brew.
Unfortunate for him.
So
Made a grave mistake, friend.
first one is sword 21. Second one is the mace, and that missed with a 6. And the third one is a 19. Sword
Hey,
again.
you hit 2 out of 3 attacks.
Okay, so 2 swords. I'm gonna use 1 smite. So it takes me a bit here.
Dang.
11, 9, 18, 22, and then a smite. 8, 11, 16, 38 points of damage.
Damn. Yeah, he's bloodied right up, like instantly. He screams in agony as you come down on him with this light beaming out of your mace and sword, enacting holy damage on this guy.
Still kicking?
Yeah, still got a little bit of fight in him.
All right.
All right. Any? Do you want to move? Do you want to do anything else? I think that's it. Action. That's
nope.
an action and a bonus.
I'm good for now.
All right. Give me 1 second. I think it's Malara up next. She's in the back.
All right. I think since I am a little bit down a couple spell slots, yeah. I'm just gonna cast Bless at a level 1 on the 3 of you. So you now get a plus D4 to your attacks and saving throws. And I'm using my shield to kind of like bounce off any light from the alleyway into the eyes of the enemy as I bless you all. This is like a symbol of hope and light.
Just shining light on everybody. Like
Yeah.
Making it a little bit brighter for him.
A light of hope.
A light of hope. I love to hear it. If you guys are in chat and you do want to help out the stream, all you have to do is really copy the, go to the share and copy the link, and that's all you gotta do. Just copying the link helps. So, just throwing that out there while we get a little bit of a pause. All right. After Malara is Spy Blue. All right. Orange is not looking good. Spy Blue is at full health, and he's going to run up and back up his boy and attack Lucian. Uh, 15 for the first attack.
I got an 18 armor class.
All right. 24. All right, that's gonna hit.
Yep, that hits me.
I've been rolling good with that. You're gonna take 6 piercing.
Gotcha.
And he's going to use Whispers of the Crown as an action. He's going to whisper a short prayer to the Necromancer's growing power, granting him dark insight for 1 minute. So you see him kind of like whisper like a necrotic prayer in some like evil language that you can't really understand. And then his eyes glow with necrotic light, and he looks like he's a little bit more empowered, but we're not going to say how. All right, after his turn, blast, I like that, is going to be Nim. You're in the shadows. What do you do?
In the night.
Well,
You are hidden behind a barrel.
I'm. What do I want to do?
You see some face shifting spies in front of you.
How far is red?
Let's look. Red is exactly 45 feet away from you.
Oh damn. Okay. Well, okay, I was gonna try and do something different, but I'm going to just attack orange.
With
Out
what?
of the shadows with my crossbow.
All right.
Can
That's
you
a
stay here?
12.
That's going to miss.
Damn. Man, my rolls today.
They've got studded leather on. You can see their leather underneath their clothes. thick and bulky leather.
How far away is Dim from me?
Nim is 10 feet away.
All right, so Nim and Brew get +1 to all saving throws
Okay.
within my radius. So.
Okay, so
Good to
remember
know.
that for you guys.
Did you add bless to that roll?
Oh, I didn't add bless to that roll.
Add bless to that roll. What was it the first time? A 12?
12 and
You said saving throws, right, Lucian?
For me.
Okay.
And you also get a plus D4 to your saving throws from Bless.
that's a 14.
All of the saving throws.
Oh, you're just a little too short.
A little short.
Even with bless.
Dang it.
I was kind of
Damn.
hoping you'd roll a 4.
Not blessed.
Now, can I hide again?
As a
How does
bonus
that work?
action, I think you can.
It says I can hide. I just don't know. I guess I roll stealth again.
You
and
roll
see what-
stealth, and it'll determine whether you succeed at being stealthy.
That is an 18.
Yeah, you're stealthy. You have no problem
Okay.
hiding. So you just pop out of the shadows, shoot an arrow, miss, and then just
Yeah.
dive back into the shadows. That's nothing wrong with
Yeah.
that.
I keep forgetting I got advantage on stealth too. Didn't need it.
Alright.
Didn't need it.
Didn't need it. So after Nimin is Brunera, Stone
Finally.
Wraith, the
I'll be right
Goliath, Barbarian. What do you got up your sleeve?
What do I have up my sleeve?
You're not wearing sleeves. Trick question.
Not wearing sleeves.
You rage,
I'm gonna
okay.
Rage.
All right.
Let me activate that.
Ah.
Ah! And I'm going to...
What do you say in the fit of rage as you attack them?
Ah!
Okay.
Because he hurt me a little bit.
Yeah, he shanked
I'm
you a
gonna-
couple times.
I'm gonna... I don't know what I want to do. I'll just keep it normal. I'll just hit orange.
Yep. He's not looking too good anyways. He's all bloodied up. Looks like he's only got a small amount of fight left in him. But he's dangerous.
16?
It's gonna hit.
Yes.
Roll damage.
16 damage.
Well, guess what? You murk that mother trucker.
Thank God.
He's dead.
I'm gonna step on him to get to blue.
All right, you step
my
over
second.
Orange's corpse.
No, not over. I'm on.
On Orange's corpse.
Fully standing on.
He's pretty well crushed underneath your weight.
14 to hit.
What was that?
14.
14's gonna miss.
Dang.
All right. Anything
Oh,
else?
wait.
Do you add your +4? Are you
Wait now.
blessed?
I didn't.
Roll your +4 quick.
Be Bless!
I love that
16.
blush though.
One more time.
16.
You're gonna hit.
Yes.
Blessings
Thank
upon
So
me!
you a little bit
I
of
am
light
blessed.
shined from Malara's shield onto the enemy. He winces because it's like it's like radiant light in his eyes, and it's just enough for you to catch him across the chest with your weapon. Roll damage on blue.
The 16 again. 16 is my number today.
Dang, that's still pretty good. All right, he is definitely damaged from your attack. Stating the obvious
I'm
here.
also gonna put frost chill
Damage on it.
on that.
All right,
So
how
that's
much is
another-
that?
Another d6, which is 2. So 18 total.
Plus
And
2.
his speed is reduced by 10
Oh
until my
shit!
next turn.
Oh, that. All right, so he's all frosted up.
He's chilly.
All right. Let's see here. Let me get back. I'm switching between windows here. All right, so he is going to pull out a crossbow, and he's going to attack Lucian here. Actually, how far away are you, Malara? You're within range.
Too far. Too far. No.
It's a range of 60. Luckily, you're just... So he's going to attack Malara, having seen you cast a spell and then watch you shining light on his friend to get him hurt. He's going to carefully aim his crossbow at you and try to... 24.
Oh, jeez, that's a hit.
Thumbs up, gun.
And it probably breaks my concentration too.
No.
Yeah, you're going to take 9 piercing, and that's going to break your concentration. Roll concentration saving throw, actually.
Oh yeah, that would determine.
And you are within 10 feet, so roll with whatever... Or no, you're how far is your aura, Lucian?
10 feet.
Okay, never mind.
Constitution, it'd be 20. Dirty
Okay,
20.
yeah, you're going to save.
Yeah, everyone's still blessed.
So
blessed.
even though you take that, you know, you were more concerned about using your shield as a light refractor than an actual shield, and you weren't quite paying attention to Red in the far back, who's like in the shadows, shrouded in shadows. He shoots this crossbow at you, and it strikes you in the shoulder and in the arm, and, you know, like, it causing you to, like, falter for a second, but you regain your concentration quickly, pray to Moonbow, and again, the light, you know, blessings light up around you guys once again. Top of the order.
Right.
We got
That's right.
Lucian.
All right, I'm going to attack blue. How far away is red?
Red is 35 feet away.
That's 5 feet too far. I will attack
Yeah.
blue.
What did I do? Just kidding.
Not blue. All right. Let's
First
see.
one is 15.
That's gonna hit.
Oh, wait. 18.
Oh, that's gonna hit.
The dirty 20 for the mace. And then for the third sword, it is a 15.
They're all gonna hit.
All right.
I was gonna say, did you add your D4s? But y'all hit him.
Yeah, I was going to. Two,
He's going to if
7,
they miss.
That's right.
Mhm.
6,
That blessing.
6.
Put a little bit of bless on it.
You might have to eat one of them avocados as a D&D
A little
snack.
snacky snack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
28 total.
28 total. Okay, well, I got good news for you. That's 1 HP over his current health. So you kill Blue. What's that look like? What do you do to Blue?
I stab him in the gut with my sword, smash him in the melon with my mace,
Yep,
and then I bring the death blow right through his clavicle with my sword again.
yep. And he
And
crumples.
then I screamed
In
a
the
tear,
melon.
that, you know, I thank him and say, for you, for these dirty, you know, necromancy.
Yeah.
Which,
Yeah, your blade and your mace glow extra bright, but you also notice a little bit more pain in your chest than normal.
I grimace, but I just keep going.
All right, we're gonna take Blue off the board. I got that here.
You're my boy,
If
Blue.
I still have a bonus, right?
You use your bonus for your third attack,
Okay.
so you
Can I
got
scream surrender to the red? You should surrender.
in 6 seconds. If you want to make an intimidation roll, go right ahead. Yep,
Okay.
I'll let you do that.
18.
He is going
Get
to.
intimidated.
He's gonna set down his crossbow and kind of like look like he's holding up his hands to surrender, and then he's gonna activate his shadow blend, which allows him to attempt to hide as a bonus action. And what's everyone's passive perception? That's your perception modifier
10.
plus 10.
Perception.
13.
18.
Plus how much?
So it's your modifier score for your perception skill plus 10.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So
And that's like your
Mine
base.
is-
That's like your passive. That's like your baseline perception.
mine's 12. Then.
Yeah, nobody sees where this guy goes. He just disappears into the light, and he's
Not even Nim?
not even him.
Damn.
He's got plus
Dang, Nim.
high stealth. I'm gonna tell you, he's got a high stealth. All right, battle is over.
Let's search these punks.
All right.
And who,
You're gonna find the daggers. You're gonna find, a bag of gold, 20 gold pieces on them.
Who's hurt out of all of us right now?
I'm
I
down
had
6.
10
but
damage.
You're
I had
down
a
10
couple
and you're
gone.
and I think I had like
But-
9.
10 isn't even that much, really.
Not for you.
Still got 55.
I could do mass healing word. Let me see what that looks like. Like flipping through my spell book. I call out words of restoration up to 6 creatures of my choice that you can see within range will regain hit points equal to 1d4 plus my spellcast ability modifier. So that would be useful.
All right.
It's your call.
I will cast mass healing word on all of us.
So while Lucian's searching the corpses, Malara's gonna step up and cast Healing Word. What does that look like?
I go before them, kind of in the middle of everyone, and be like, and now with Moonbow's grace, the healing wounds will
Be
come no
erased.
more. Yeah, be erased. Thank you. Thank you, poet.
I got you, baby.
There it is.
We're gonna workshop
There
it
it
until it
is.
works.
It's gonna be 7 points of healing to everybody.
Heyo.
that put me at full.
All right. So
Thank you.
on the bodies as well as the gold, you're going to Nimin, roll an investigation check to see if you can aid Lucian, because Lucian's not used to searching thieves and spies. You know, there's a lot of hidden pockets and stuff.
Prison pockets.
Yeah,
18.
prison pockets. Yeah, so you approach Lucian as he's searching through the bodies, and you like start to give him a little bit of help. What's that look like?
What you got to do is get your fingers real in there, you know?
Every orifice.
Every orifice.
So you find as you're like going through his hidden pockets and like his like secret folds. Do not speed while you're driving, guys. Whatever you do, I do not. It's not important to get there that fast. Take your time. Inside,
message.
yeah, it is a good message. I totally agree
Especially in
with that.
Michigan.
Especially in Michigan, because 80% of fatality deaths are from speeding. So car fatalities are from speeding. So saw that on a sign. Inside is a coded parchment with arcane glyphs and internal script.
Infernal.
Yeah,
Infernal.
infernal script. Yeah, sorry, not internal. Infernal script. I just got confused with the word inside there. You find a black ring and a vial of shadow root poison. It's
A
labeled.
what? Sorry.
It's labeled
Yeah,
a
you gotta-
vial of shadow root poison.
Shadow root poison. Are you getting all this down, Nim? Millar
Yeah.
looks over at you. Okay.
What's happening?
And I will I'm just gonna put the ring and the vial in the session here so you guys know what that is. And then
I can put it in my bag of holding if we need.
I can take
Well-
the poison.
Okay. Yeah, you take the poison.
and do you guys do anything
Unless,
with the scroll
anybody
case, or do you just put that in your bag too?
I'll take the scroll case. Put it in my bag.
So does Nim have the poison? He's
Yeah.
probably the one that would use it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. You should probably take the Bears of Valoric's hidden sigil. Harper may
Yeah.
recognize it.
Yeah,
Better
yeah.
you take
Yeah,
it
I'll
than
take that,
any of
yeah.
us.
Do I recognize?
Yeah, give me a history check on that. I was supposed to have you do that before I did this, but I
Gotten rid of 2 dice already because of the rolls tonight.
forgot. They're in jail.
Sorry, what
Dice
was it?
check.
What kind of check?
History.
History.
Yeah, you're the
That is a
Harper.
10.
You just see that you make note of the interlocking thorns around an eye. You know, you just make note of the sigil. You're not sure who that is. You know, but you kind of have a feeling. You know, you're picking them off the corpse.
Yeah.
You know, so your passive history might be higher than what you got. All right. Anything else before we continue on?
You want the
We got-
mild paralytic too?
Yeah, that's the
Yeah, might as
shadow
well.
root poison. Yeah, you might as well.
Is that's what the shadow root poison does?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I wanted to.
Oh, okay. Well, then you
Gotcha,
take
gotcha.
that as all that info as well then.
We kind of hide the bodies in the alley.
Yeah, roll me a sleight of hand for that as a group. We'll see how well you stuff some bodies.
I rolled a natural 19.
That's pretty good. One more time, brew. Let me turn down this music a little bit more.
I didn't know I was rolling. 12.
Wow. Let's get a little bit more control on this.
I do.
Malara, what was
Say it.
your sleight of hand? And Nim?
Oh, sleight of hand. Sorry, I was working on my inventory.
Yeah, sorry. I'm trying to make you do 4 different things at once.
No, it's okay. Sleight of hand. It's a 9.
25.
Yeah, so the only one who has a problem disposing of corpses is Malara. That's pretty on brand.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, that
Ugh.
works.
And I like pick up
Yeah.
like the sleeve of one of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
I say a little prayer over them for 2 purposes: to possibly help their soul, even though they were definitely evil, and 2 is to throw it in the face of their god. So
Yeah, at this point, their god would definitely
Malara just
be the
prays.
lich. Yeah.
Doesn't have any of that.
yeah.
So
Well, the lit-
after
lich-
that, clearing the alley and scaring away that final spy, you guys turn a couple corners and you find what is clearly Needle Alley. There are needles sticking in the walls, not in the floors. You know, not like shooting up needles, but like actual needles. It's pretty dangerous, and you see graffiti everywhere of all different kinds.
So are these traps, Nim? Do they look like traps?
Yep. What do you guys do?
Yeah, do I know? Are these traps? Is it like any? Can I do like
Give me a sleight of hand check. I think or a perception check, whichever skill you want to
Just-
use.
12?
At first glance, it doesn't look like any pressure plates are on the ground. It looks like it's just like the theme of the alleyway, like graffiti artists competing with each other have set up. You know, if you get too close to the wall, you get poked. You know, there's, you know, it is a trap set up for that purpose. You know, is what you can tell.
Theme is needles.
Yeah.
But we can manipulate through the alley without getting close to the needles, right?
We'll see. Might have to get a couple dexterity checks as you guys enter.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and make my way
As,
through.
This one's a little bit tighter. So yeah, as you guys enter, give me some dexterity checks to see
Yeah,
how
I'll lead
far
the
you
group
guys
in.
get in there. So Nimin, what's yours?
Just straight dexterity.
Yep, dexterity check.
14.
All right.
8.
Oof.
Yeah, I know.
15 once
15
again.
for Lucy.
All right, Malara is the only one who gets snagged up on some of the needles. Like perhaps maybe your flowy dress gets caught first, and then you snag an arm. Oof, you're gonna take 4 piercing.
Yikes! These needles are long.
Yeah, they are. They are. It's not like little tiny needles. They're like sharp, pointy, needles, like the length of your hand or longer.
Why'd we go this way, guys? And I just have like needles sticking out of me like an acupuncture.
She'll be fine.
Okay,
Where am I supposed to go after this?
you guys remember?
To the
Yes.
bone market.
No, do you remember what the
Nope. Fully
roll me a history check.
wasn't listening.
Anyone who wants to try to remember where they're going, roll me a history check.
History from the line. Oh, that's a better roll. Thank God. It's gonna be a 19.
19, 14. So yeah, you remember that they Grimwick told you that you would have the smell of sulfur, or it was not the Grimwick, it was the Harper in the tavern said,
Harper.
yeah, the gates past the rusted gates smells like sulfur. Through Needle Alley, past the rusted gates, smells like sulfur.
Yeah, we're going to find out
On the right.
the king guy or whatever.
It's like
Xanathar.
Yeah,
Fitness
Xanathar.
Adventures.
Litness adventures, yeah. This is a cognitive test, actually, guys, to see how well you guys.
I'm gonna fail.
Yeah, I'm too old for that.
All right, so you guys made it through with a couple dexterity checks. Made it through Needle Alley. Roll me a perception check. Whoever's first, probably Nimin, and
Yeah, first.
to see how well you lead this group.
That's a nat 20.
Damn,
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
Yeah, you have no problem finding a couple of rusted gates and prying them open. And after a few more steps into a deeper alleyway, you smell the undeniable scent of sulfur and something else, but you can't quite put your finger on it. You follow your nose and you see that there has been like an outdoor basement entrance, like a pair of hatches on the ground have been like blown open with like necrotic power, and something big has forced its way inside. You know that this is the entrance to Xanathar's lair. You see the graffiti everywhere. So yeah,
And the graffiti's evil.
the,
Like
gra-
evil glyph.
the graffiti is of the eye with the crown over top of it.
Okay.
And it definitely doesn't. It gives you the heebie-jeebies, like like this is. But yeah, you see that the entrance has been blown open, and something large has entered.
I am going to cast invisibility on myself, and I want to sneak in there.
Do you say anything to anyone, or do you just do this?
I'll just whisper to them and be like, "Hold back! I'm just gonna go check this out," and then I'll go invisible, and I'll peek in there,
So
staying close to the walls and stealthy. as
yes,
Nim is.
yes.
I'm prepared in case I have to run in if he calls.
All right. So you enter the first room, and it's just corpses everywhere. Xanathar's guild bugbears lay partially dismembered or desecrated by necrotic magic, and that's what you see. It's like a staging room, like like a small barracks are the first two rooms that you enter, and everyone's dead.
What do your gnomish eyes see?
Do I recognize how they died? Like, does it look
Roll
like they're
me
just like,
roll me an Arcana check.
14.
Yeah, you can tell that they were. Was necrotic, whatever this is was
Necrotic.
evil. Yeah.
So is there like a doorway or anything, or like is it? Like a-
Yep. There's a doorway to a third room, and even deeper still. But
You probably want
Okay.
us.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I was gonna push forward just for fun, but I'm gonna go back, and I'm gonna let them know what I saw. There's mutilated bodies everywhere, and it looks like necrotic damage. So, what do you guys want to do? We should be careful going in here.
Ooh.
Absolutely
Definitely
sure. We
something
keep our
dangerous.
guard up.
Bruce is like, cool.
We got your back, Tim. So I'm gonna. Is there any illumination in there, or is it dark?
It's dark.
All right,
Me
then
and Nim can see.
I'll have to draw my sword because that'll that illuminates light, so that I can see and Drew can
So
see.
everybody, you all enter the first two
Stay near
rooms. Oh, go ahead, Brew. What are you saying?
I'll stay near Lucian because I can't see in the dark either.
Okay. Okay, so I just imagine like, you know, are you
The two
in
smallest ones.
Yeah, the two smallest ones, either up front and like.
And then the other ones are got their arms out, like
Yeah.
trying to feel
Huddled
around.
together.
Yeah, but you do illuminate corpses all over the place as you step over them. You guys entered the third room, and you can tell you're getting deeper inside of Xanathar's lair because you see inside the room is a shattered scrying orb that's still kind of like leaking magical residue.
Crying orb.
Scrying. Yeah,
Scrying
scrying orb.
Everybody, let's put in our earpieces to talk to each other.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we could do that.
Anything else in the room besides the scrying orb?
Nope, that's it. Do you guys want to do anything in there before you perceive, or do you want to?
I want to do an Arcana check on the orb.
All right, that's what I figured.
It's not a great roll.
Damn.
Well, that's not what you
11.
want to hear.
11. You are not successful to tell what it was used for, but you can you know that it's the scrying orb, and you can tell that it was used recently, but someone broke it.
Someone just broke their scrying orb recently. I don't know what else about it, but scrying orb.
All right, do you continue on?
Yeah, there's nothing else to be seen in the
So
room.
in front of you, you see hallways, long hallways. You enter, and you see lined on the walls are just scorched with disintegration marks. You see melted floors and half burnt, bugbears and goblins strewn around. A battle was recently fought here.
What can disintegrate? So be aware. Does anybody?
Roll a history check if you want to know, like if your character would know what causes disintegration.
19.
You get the vision of beholders
Yeah.
and their eye stalks lighting up with disintegration rays. You can almost see the battle fought here as you look around. You can see, there's just like the direction it went, and you see that there is the entrance to a grand audience chamber in front of you.
Well,
Unsettling.
they may be bigger than we can fight. So be prepared to run, everyone.
All right.
I'm with what you guys want to do.
Do you guys continue on?
I mean,
You've come all
I've
this way.
been hurt by today's adventures already. If we think we can't take this thing, maybe we best turn back now, but I'm down to do whatever.
I think we should see what's in here. We're here now.
So do we want to go as a group, or do we want
Go
to?
ahead, Nim. Go right ahead. Sneak around. Tell us what you find.
I can.
Just
What-
telling
what do
him
you
to go
wanna-
by himself.
What do you want to do,
You
Nim?
guys-
What are you doing?
Um,
What are you
I mean,
doing,
I want to
Nim?
support my team and everything, but I'm also a
Nim,
little
go-
afraid.
I
we
love
gotta-
that for you guys. This is the first time I've got you guys on your fucking tippy toes.
We've got our earpieces in. So Nim, go in, and if we
Yeah, I'm
hear
gonna
you
go in.
scream pain, we'll run the other way.
All right,
We'll tell
Nimin,
your
what do you
story.
do?
Yeah, I'm still invisible. I'm gonna stay to the stone walls or whatever. And I'm just gonna try to sneak in, get a peek or get a sense very slowly, like cautiously. So if there's any sign of I might be in trouble, I'm gonna back the fuck out of there.
Even though you're invisible, you're trying to be stealthy. So I want you to roll a stealth check,
Mhm.
just to see how much noise you make.
Um, that is a 27.
Damn, bro. So you
This
enter
is why I'm doing this.
you enter a grand audience chamber with a big table and a huge goldfish bowl on it with a fish swimming frantically on it. It's way off in the distance, but because it's so big, you can see it. This is like you'd say like 80 feet in front of you, 90 feet in front of you. And you see this. You see Xanathar dead. You see the corpses of his friends dead. And you see a cloaked figure holding a crown and a large flesh abomination at his side. Yeah, you enter Xanathar's lair. It's a once garish, ego-filled maze of magic traps and one-eyed theme murals. It's now silent and reeking of burnt flesh. So, yeah, you see.
I say we leave.
Yeah, does Nim relay this to us, or is he taking it all? in
No,
right
well, if
now?
it's silent, I'm just thinking if it's silent in there, I don't want to say a word.
No.
So we don't know
Um,
anything about this thing.
So can I so what I'm like, are they doing anything? Are they just standing there?
They have just like, this is a fresh battle. Like you walked in on just like him prying the crown.
Something just finished.
Yeah, he pried one of the crown off one of the eye stalks, and that's the last thing that you saw. And he's holding it in his hand. You see a cloaked figure in a bone mask and a hood standing over Xanathar's lifeless husk, his eye stalks severed and his central eye dark and cracked. You see the black iron crown now glowing in his hand, bone white opals dimly pulsing with undead energy. And beside him, you see this giant, this huge flesh abomination stitched from multiple humanoids, its body barely held together by glowing necrotic bands. And just from the darkness, you hear him say, "You're late." And he turns towards the opening of the grand cathedral, and he cries out, "The eye is closed, and the gate is nearly open."
I'm gonna come out of invisibility and say, "Looks like I'm just in time."
Oh God. Rest in peace.
And I say at the same time to them, I'm like, "All right, we got trouble here."
What do you guys
So-
do?
That's all you guys hear from me.
That's all you guys. That's all you guys get. What do you do?
So, I'm going in. I'm not going to leave them alone. So
You're not going in?
I am going in.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
his
okay.
little buddy. He ain't gonna leave his little buddy, you know.
Well, I will follow. I will follow behind both of you if you both go first, because that
I'm-
I'm
sounds
going.
big.
I'm going. I got both weapons drawn as I go in.
So a glow
Shield up.
enters, and you all enter. Roll initiative, and we'll come over here, and I'm gonna take you to my big map that I've been working on. So this
Oh,
is the
yeah.
whole map, guys. Look at this shit. So we got a lot of room around here. Obviously, this is like isn't just like there's a lot going on, but we're just, you know, I couldn't find Xanathar's lair as a battle map, so I had to like do a little flavor with some.
That's awesome.
There's bones every zoom in. There's bones everywhere, but that's kind of like gives you
Oh,
the
yeah.
scale. Xanathar is huge. He had huge bugbears that are all. These are all dead. Just.
So Xanathar was the beholder.
If Xanathar was a beholder, it's finally revealed. And you're some of the first people to learn this fact.
Oh
But
my god.
He's a dead beholder.
He's a dead beholder now, but
Yeah, that's scary because I don't know if we could have beat a beholder.
and they just killed everything in here, and
Yeah.
the beholder. Yeah, we're gonna have to see, man.
So when a spell
Good
says
pleasure.
concentration, can you still fight even though you have to have concentration?
Yes, you maintain concentration until you are hit. When you are hit, you have to make a concentration saving throw, and that's where like having bless and having other things that give you addition to your saving throws really comes in handy.
Or
Okay.
if you cast another spell that requires concentration,
Or
it
if
also
you,
increases your con.
yes, that's the other thing. Yeah, that's totally correct. You got it. Good job. All right, so let's let me get my stat blocks here.
I need initiative from you.
So is this big thing? He's undead, right? Because he's made up of all kinds
Yes,
of body.
that is
Okay.
correct. The cultist is not undead, but the flesh abomination, which is what that is, a large undead, is. All
How
right.
big is this guy?
He is he's
Like in
gigantic.
relation, but like height-wise.
Height-wise, I think he's large undead, so he should be a little bit smaller than that. I think.
So compared to Brew, he's
7 foot
big.
something.
He's bigger
yeah,
than you.
Are you,
Oh, can
you're
you not,
you're
please?
big and he's large.
Yeah. All right.
But I can make myself large.
So, yeah, you can. And we got the flesh abomination at a +0, so 14. And then we got these little guys. We got these bone wretches, which are these guys. We'll zoom in on them so you can see what they look like. They look like a bunch of bones put together from the dead bodies of Xanathar's groups into a weird skeleton monster. And they're also undead. So 7, 15. And those. Sorry, this is taking so long, guys.
No
Bone
problem.
Wretch. This is basically a boss fight, and unfortunately, you guys actually had some damage and fought some stuff before you guys got to the boss. Like there was some oopsies there. But it wouldn't be D&D without it. All right. Cultists, Flesh Abomination, and 2 Bone Wretches. We get our full.
Would I go first because I had a nat 20, or?
Yeah, put you at the top, and then the cultist. And then I'll copy that over to my thing so I don't have to switch back and forth to check the initiative.
Do we got colors for the bone wretches?
Yeah, let's make one red and one blue.
I'm changing my mace to my primary weapon to fight the bones guys.
Okay.
Which one's blue and which one's red, as far as rolls?
Let's just have red be 7 and blue be
Blue be
15.
15.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you walk in there with the light, and this room is lit, but it's just like dim light.
Is Nim still hidden right now?
No, I came
no,
out
he
of
came out of
invisible. Okay.
Yes, he did
That's
a,
right.
he did
He
a
already,
badass entrance.
yeah. I could tell he already knew I was there.
I'm really trying to decide if I want to go healing this round or actually like be on the offensive.
Well, it is your turn to decide because you're up first.
I know.
What major offensive thing do you have?
Guiding
Well, it's
bolt.
just because most of my
Spirit
well,
Guardians.
that is one thing.
Spirit Guardians.
Spirit
is
Guardians was
huge.
the thing I was thinking about because I have a lot of concentration spells. So if I do Spirit Guardians, I can't do Bless. But I save level 1 spells for like quick heals.
But it does put like an aura of protection around you.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians. I call forth spirits. I'm like, Moonbow, embrace me with the spirits of the moon and the tides and the celestials.
Yep.
And little sprites of like
Yep.
Moonbow's favor start circling me. When I cast a spell, I can designate any number of creatures I can see, which of course I designate all of you, that you are not affected by it. And yeah.
Yeah,
It's,
they pass through you without harming you. What's the range
Yeah,
on
it's a-
that? What's the
It's a 15-foot radius around me. So 3 squares on each side of me.
all right,
15
so
foot, not 25.
15. All right.
Yeah, it's just 3 squares around me.
All right. So remember that and let me know when they get within.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, we're good. Anything else?
And then I think
You want to
let's
run
see
up
if I
to him
got
now that
any-
you got that?
I kind of do actually. Can I run up to the red dude?
He's 30 feet away.
Yep, that's good to me.
You want to get that?
Oops.
Oh,
Oh, actually, yeah. Let's stop a couple squares short. So let's just go like 20 feet towards him
20 feet towards him,
because he'll still be within range of my.
like right there. Is that
Let
good?
me
Do you want to
see.
be? You want to be closer to them?
Whatever puts me 15 feet away from him.
We'll put you there. And now he is 15
Yep,
feet.
15.
So what
perfect.
does that do?
An affected creature's speed is halved in the area, and when the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, so we'll have to wait till then, it must make a wisdom saving throw. And we'll get to there when we get to there. So let me see if I have any bonus actions that would be sweet. Don't. Oh, here's a bonus action. Nope, that's concentration. There's a lot of concentrations.
Yeah, a lot of spells are
Mhm.
concentration based.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Takes concentration to use magic.
Yep, I think that is all I'm gonna do for now. So I cast that as a level 3 and get my little spirit guardians around me.
All right, we're gonna get these AI teammates on our side to help us grow our business.
Roll initiative, AI teammates.
God, wouldn't that be nice? All right, we're not gonna do that. We're not doing
I'm
that.
gonna do it.
Well, you know, if you want to do that, they gotta send me $14 if you do it. Let's see here. Now it's the cultists, the cultist champion. So he steps forward wearing dark ritual armor. How far away is he from everybody? All right. He is going to move forward. And
you got any exposed weapons?
he does have spells and weapons. You see, he's got a necrotic sword on his necrotic blade in his hand, and he casts darkness on you guys. Let me get that up really quick so I can. So magical darkness. From a point I can see a 15 feet spheres. Let's see here. Yeah. So let me try to get this filled in here. I think is that 15?
I don't know if my spirit guardians would emit light or if that would matter.
All right, so now he casts all of you into darkness.
Except me.
All right, 15-foot sphere. Darkness spreads around all corners. All right. And he casts it at a second level so that this area overlaps with any area of light created by a spell. So your weapons and your spirit guardians are not effective. It is dark all around you.
Just in that area.
Yep, just in that area. You're not in it.
Dark, dark.
It's a 15-foot sphere.
My spirit guardians cast through it though.
Yeah, like they're still there. They just don't cast any light. Is all it is.
Right. Right.
All right, and after him is going to be Brew.
I'm gonna rage.
All right.
I don't like the dark.
All right. I see you.
And okay, so I'm raging.
Yep.
And I'm gonna. How far am I from him? Just so I know.
You are 40 feet away.
Perfect. So I'm gonna rage.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna. I remember the last spot I saw him when the darkness came up, and I'm instantly gonna just start charging at him.
Do.
What's up? And I'm going to. Yeah, I'll hit him. Hit him with my axe.
Right.
$13.
That's going to miss.
Yeah, I thought so. Second attack.
All right.
Come on. 17?
17.
Yeah.
It's going to hit.
Yes.
Spirit bomb.
Let me check something.
No problem. His HP awaits you. Yeah, you see this common humanoid human. He's just like he's just a regular guy, but he's been corrupted by this necromancer, and he's completely fallen for the idea of being evil. So. What you got going on?
Plus 5, 14.
14 damage. All right.
And I'm going to put a little frost on it.
All right. How much frost?
Another D6.
Another D6?
5.
Another 5. 69. All right. All right. Let's go. All right. So he's reduced by 10, right? His speed's reduced by 10, or what's that? Halved?
Yeah, reduced by 10 until my next turn.
Okay, reduced by 10. So he can only. Okay, and he's got frost damage. So he's a little bit frosty. All right, Lucian.
I'm gonna run up and hit that number red guy.
So you burst out of the darkness, look around and see the nearest bone guy.
Yep.
And run up to him.
Yep.
All right, we're gonna zoom in a little bit further here.
Mash.
First one's a 24 with a mace.
That's gonna hit.
Sword is a 4, misses.
It's gonna miss.
And the mace is a 17.
It's gonna hit 2 out of 3.
All right, now this is so take me a second here, and I'm going to use one smite.
One smite on
And
this.
it's Yep, and since it's undead, I get an extra die 8 for smite.
Oh damn!
So
Yeah, you're the perfect person to bring to an undead fight.
So 8, 10, 9. All right, and the so it's 7, 18. Plus, it's a mace of disruption.
Yeah, because you switched to your other.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm fighting undead. Hold on. Busting out all my magical items here.
It does another die of damage for each hit. So
bro.
2, 5, 10.
It's not good when my paladin has to do 2 minutes of addition to get his damage together.
Okay. 43 hit points of damage.
A 43?
43.
Nice.
Damn, bro.
And does that, all right, first off, does that make the target's hit points less than 25?
Yes. Yeah.
All right, he has to do a saving throw, a DC 15 wisdom, or be destroyed. If he makes the saving throw, he's frightened.
He rolled
He
a
should be
2. So he's destroyed.
And I used one
Cool.
of my smites, another one of my smites.
All right. Damn.
So smoted.
Yeah, undeads are my things.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to put, he's not just undead, he's dead. For now,
Yes, he
anyways.
is.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
He never did.
Anything else, Lucian?
That's all I can do. I
All
think.
right. Perfect. On to
Oh, that's it.
Bone Wretch Blue. So
You
the
did so
Bone
much.
Wretch
Way to
is
waste
gonna-
a turn.
Yeah. He's gonna look at Brew here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's gonna use his melee attack, Cling to Flesh,
Ew.
at a +4.
Parasite.
17 to your AC.
Nope.
Dang. All right. On to the Flesh Abomination.
Music's dope.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
it's working
It's
for me.
hitting.
So you just hear thud, 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 thud.
I'ma climb you like a tree.
Brew, you're going to be the first one in its sights here.
Bring it on.
It's got multi-attack with 2 slams. Nat 20.
Did it really?
Oh my
Nat
god.
20.
That's hilarious.
No.
I'm not fucking kidding you. You heard it. You heard the tower. Oh my god,
Wow.
Brew.
I call weighted
Well, if-
dice.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Better to happen to me than Malar or Nim.
Oh my god,
Lucian.
dude. So you take your raged and you take you're
I
good with
take half.
half bludgeoning,
Yeah.
right?
Half of bludgeoning and piercing. and
Okay, so
slashing.
I'm rolling 2d10. You take 19 bludgeoning damage, so half that. That's his. You take 8 bludgeoning
No.
damage.
8 or 9.
Always
I
round. I
don't-
think you round up. Let's see here.
You said 19 or 18?
I think I said 18.
So it's 9.
9,
Yeah, so that's a 9. Okay. Okay, not bad.
Yep, 2
Still good.
slams. Not too bad. You're lucky that you're raged out. You're the perfect person for that that
Yeah.
double nat 20.
Lime in their face.
Actually, you take 18 because that would have been full damage would have been 2 nat 20s. Yeah, so you got to take 9 more damage.
Okay.
Because I rolled 2 nat 20s and that's double damage. So technically you halved
Double
it, but because it's double damage, it's not. So
I think it was.
yeah. All right. So after that is going to be Flesh of Abomination is going to be Nim. Because Bone Red is dead. Okay. Yep. Nim, you're up.
One red's dead. Okay.
You're in the smoke.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
in the darkness. You
So first thing I'm
you
gonna
don't
do, I'm
see
gonna run
anything
out-
that happens. You just hear like a battle happening.
yeah.
Are we winning?
So I'm gonna run forward from where I was, just next. Yeah, right there. Oh, what happened? All right, so I see the giant fucker, so I'm gonna.
Which one?
Yeah, that was very Canadian. I love that.
Okay.
See that giant fucker?
Bud, I'm taking you out.
Prepare to have your house rocked.
Okay, and I am going to. Let me just check something here. I am going to use my bonus action and take out some poison and put it on my
Ooh,
crossbow.
Yeah. What's that do again?
Hey.
Yeah, what's the paralytic?
It
No,
does
not that poison. It's just a
Oh,
basic
just
poison.
a basic poison. Okay.
I was gonna use a paralytic because that just but makes him not move for one turn, so we could capture him. But
Yeah.
I don't want to use that yet. So I'm gonna do a basic poison, which does 1d4 poison damage.
All right. Let's see if you hit it.
And it says once applied to the weapon, the potency is for 1 minute or until it's dealt. Okay.
Yep.
That is. Oh, wait. 18.
It's gonna hit.
Nice.
Yeah.
He's made of.
And
He's made
so
of bodies.
I'm also gonna do a sneak. That's gonna
Sneak
be like
attack?
a sneak attack.
All right. Let's see. What's his?
Let's see something here.
Take your time. Get it right.
Yeah, I'm just
Yep.
seeing, looking at my options here because I can.
Yep. His HP awaits.
What is he large? He's large, right?
He's large. Yeah. Large, undead, chaotic, evil creature made of multiple bodies just strewn together.
Okay, so I'm going to use one of my die to trip him.
Oh.
So he must succeed on a DC 14 Dex saving throw or have the prone condition. But I'm also gonna do damage with him with my. So I have what?
He saves. So.
Okay, so I have 3 damage dice, right? Yeah,
Roll the
3 damage
14.
dice.
So.
Okay, I'll do the regular damage. That'll be. Oh, that's such a. That's 12 damage.
Something.
It's not nothing.
I wish he would have gone prone. That would have been great.
Yeah, I
that
know,
trip
that's
would
what I
have been
wanted.
perfect, but he rolled 14. All
There you
right.
go.
Yeah, he did. Top of the order. It's Malara.
All right, I'm gonna try something a little risky.
Oh.
I'm gonna
Risky
since
for the bisky.
since Red is dead, I'm gonna actually run up right behind Brew.
Oh.
Hello.
I am going. So now every one of those enemies are in my Spirit Guardians. So
Spirit
remember that when they
Guardians.
start
Yep,
their
they start
turn.
their turn.
And then I'm going to use my Mace of the Priest, which I have out. And I'm going to use one of its charges to cast third level version of Cure Wounds on Brew.
Nice.
I have the power.
I'm braced
Um,
out.
That's going to be 3d8 plus my spellcasting ability modifier for
Oh.
healing on Brew.
Nice.
I yell out, way to go, Malara! Take the battle to him.
That's going to
Yeah.
be 22 healing on Brew.
Does
22?
that fill your healing?
Yeah, it does. 'cause I
Whatever
only took
fills,
18.
whatever fills, give you temporary. Allow it to give you temporary HP. So whatever's left,
Okay.
add that as temp HP.
And also, because I'm a level 6, I get 2 plus the spell's level, which is 3 worth of hit points back to myself as well.
Nice. All right.
Good job, man. Or Malara.
Right. And then when these other
Sure.
enemies start their turn, we'll have to go through what
Well, guess what? It's
proud.
it's the cultist's turn. So what does that mean? What happens? The spirits do what?
okay. An
Come
affected
up here.
creature's speed is half in the area, and while the creature enters the area for the first time or on our turn that starts there, it must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 3d8 radiant damage. Which my saving throw on that.
He must be moving like 5 foot a turn now. With
He's,
all that.
yeah, it's like down to 10 feet per turn.
So what'd you save? What'd you roll?
What? Oh, here, let me roll. What is it again?
It's a DC wisdom saving throw, but I'll let you know if you pass or fail.
17.
All right, you pass. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage. So I still got to roll 3d8.
Yep, roll
And it's gonna be
D3,
radiant.
and,
Radiant damage. 15, so 7.
7?
7 radiant
So he
damage.
starts out taking damage. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Is that to all of them or just?
To every
So
one of them when they
far-
start their turn,
Yeah,
we'll
so
go through this
far when
again.
they start their turn.
I got you.
Yeah, he is going to. Let's see. Oh, I forgot he's got an Aura of Dread.
Oh. No, not an Aura of Dread.
Yeah, he's gonna cast Aura of Dread as a bonus action on blue. So any creatures of the champion. Okay, so within 10 feet of blue, you must succeed on the start of your turn. You must succeed a DC Wisdom saving throw or have disadvantage on your next attack roll. And then he's gonna take out his Necrotic Blade and slash at Brew with it. Ah, 24 to hit.
Everybody gets +1 within 10 feet of me for their saving throws.
All right, so this is
Okay,
slashing
cool, that's good to know.
damage. You're gonna take 8 slashing plus 2d6 necrotic.
Slashing is halved.
Okay, so what did I say that was
So-
again?
8.
8. So
Four.
4 slashing, and you take 2d6. Let me get this. 7 necrotic. So from your wound, necrotic damage kind of seeps in.
She's up. She's down. I'm not actually down.
All right. Don't tell me that. It'll scare me like that. All right, Lucy. I mean, I did kind of make these heavy hitters, but they should be balanced out for the fight. Lucian, it's your turn.
I'm going after the big dude.
All right, you're gonna step over the corpse and go fight the flesh
husband.
abomination.
Yep.
All right.
My first mace. You gotta switch back and forth here. 19 for the mace.
It's gonna hit for the first attack.
For the sword, 10.
That's gonna miss.
And then for the mace again, 22.
That's gonna hit. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Let's see the damage from that. What do you got going on?
And I'm going to use a level 2 smite.
Damn, son.
So it's an extra die. So, all right, I got to go through all these.
Yep, time to throw some dice on the table. This would look really impressive if we were in person, guys. Just imagine him picking up a handful of dice and just spreading them out onto the table and having to go blah 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 blah.
All right. So there's that. 6, 15. Then it's
Our paladin,
is
our
right.
holy hero of Tyr, attacks the flesh abomination in a flurry of blows.
2. All right. So 8.
This large creature stands in his way, but not for long if he has anything to
40.
do with it. 40. All right.
With faith in Tyr.
Plus he gets he's got to make 2 saving throws against wisdom because he's undead.
Okay.
It's
Unless. All right.
DC 15.
He nat 20'd it.
All right, that's the first one.
And that's only if he's below a certain HP, right?
No, that's
Okay.
if he's above It is first off, is he below 25 hit points?
No.
Okay. So then he's got to do a saving throw. So
Okay.
first one he made,
Yep. And the second one is a wisdom.
DC 15 wisdom.
He rolled an 11, so he's gonna fail his second one. So what's that do?
It destroys him.
It destroys him.
Yes. It goes, if the target has 25 hit points or fewer after taking damage. Oh,
Well,
wait,
he
no.
he doesn't because
Yep.
he's
doesn't.
he's still kicking. He's still kicking. He's big and strong, big strong boy. So he's not destroyed, not yet. So he won't have to make those until he's below 25. All right.
Gotcha.
Okay. All right.
Perfect.
All right. We squared it away. Is that all you got going on?
That's all I can do.
All right, Lucian. It's gonna be the Bone Rich's turn.
So make a DC Wisdom saving throw.
DC Wisdom saving throw on the Bone Rich. She's got a 0. Oh, he's gonna roll 2. All right, so
Oh,
what's
that's
the
gonna
damage
fail.
on
So
that?
we're gonna do.
27. Let's see what we got.
Mhm. Yeah, it's gonna be 20 light damage,
Damn.
whatever, radiant damage.
Radiant damage?
Oh wait, plus my spellcasting mod, which is 5, so 25.
Damn. That sucks.
Yeah, undead is sort of our things.
Yeah, I got that. That's cool.
Oh, never mind. Just do 20. It's only 20
20.
radiant. Sorry, I thought it was
Uh,
plus something, but it was not.
So yeah, it's still not much better. All right, his turn. He's going to he's gonna attack Brew.
This is the blue guy or big
21.
guy?
This guy, this bone wraith. He's attacking you with cling to flesh, and at a 21, so he's gonna hit. You're gonna roll a DC saving throw, or be grappled.
Okay. Wait, I have something about grappled when I'm raging.
Do you have advantage from being grappled, or
Yeah, I have advantage.
roll with advantage?
And the that's to end.
To end the grapple?
condition.
Nope, you haven't been grappled yet. So, roll a DC, roll a strength check, or a strength saving throw, and added plus D4 because
Added
you're
one.
blessed.
Well, no, she's not blessed, but she gets a +1 from
Oh,
Lucian's.
plus 1 from Lucian. That's
ability.
right. That's
Yeah.
right.
Okay,
This
Strength
time
check
there's
plus
no
1.
blessing.
that's a 24, so 25.
That's gonna you're gonna escape the grapple. You're not gonna be grappled.
Hooray.
Yeah, you have no problem busting this off, but you do. You take the damage, which is 2d. You're gonna take 4 slashing.
Okay.
All right. Flesh Abomination is up.
Make a Wisdom saving throw.
Make a Wisdom saving throw. Fail.
All right, 3d8 radiant damage.
God damn it, guys.
It's a good spell.
That is a good spell. Actually, it's one of my favorite cleric spells that she's got.
Ooh, but this one is our low rolls. He's gonna take 5 radiant damage.
Oof.
I know.
Still
Last ones were like
Still
max,
something.
max, max.
Yeah. Alright, so he's going to use multi-attack, and he's going to... Actually, he's going to use Corpse Burst. It begins to rupture with necrotic energy. Each creature within 10 feet must make a DC Constitution saving throw.
+1 from Lucian.
So, Brew and Lucian and Malara.
What was that? A con? Or was it con saving throw?
Constitution saving throw at a +1.
Oh god.
18 for Lucian.
Lucian's gonna save.
4 for Malara.
Okay, let me start
14.
This is
rolling.
not gonna be
The
good.
enemies take damage too.
Each
Yeah, because he's in.
does say
within-
each creature. So let me roll
Each
for,
creature.
let me roll for,
I'm not a creature.
I mean, out of all four of us, you are the creature-ish.
All right, the cultist is gonna save.
Keep the insults coming. I'm keeping it
Mhm.
in
We'll
the
do. Does this guy? He's 15. Okay. All right, so let me get this right. I'm gonna have to be rolling d8s, guys.
Oh God.
Music is making me feel like I'm on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire or something.
Is that your
And they're
final
waiting for
answer?
me to get yeah, my final answer.
Oh my god.
Are you gonna lock it in?
Guys, you guys take 20 necrotic damage.
Oh my.
20?
Yeah.
Is
And
that
you're-
everyone or who just
all
didn't
the
save?
everyone who didn't save, and you're pushed 10 feet away. Take
Oof.
half as much if you're not.
Did I say?
So you take 10 if you saved. What did you roll?
14.
You save.
So
So only Malara got hit here. This
Yeah,
is
I
the
pushed you
danger of you
back.
getting close. And I'm gonna push you back 10, yeah. Yeah, this
okay,
is,
now question.
yeah.
Because it was the guy in front of me that made him explode, right?
No, he activated his corpse burst.
Oh, he activated it on himself.
Yeah, he used it
Is
on
he-
himself.
Is he within 10 feet of me?
Yes.
he is.
Yeah.
Okay, because I have.
He cast a spell, yeah. What do you got Sentinel? So
Yeah.
what does that do? What's that say?
Immediately after a creature within 10 feet of me takes a disengage or hits another target with an attack, I can make an opportunity attack.
Make your opportunity attack.
Hooray!
Might have to get that avocado.
You want me to start setting it up?
That's
I think my
Dirty-
strength's coming.
Yeah,
Dirty
so
20.
if you're-
No, it's
Dirty
not. I
20.
got a little bit of time.
Yeah, if you just bring me a knife and salt and pepper, I'll get it started first. Yeah, you save. Yeah. Or yeah, no, that hits. Sorry, that saves. Hits. That's what we're doing. I'm thinking about that
Is it?
avocado. What was the question?
Nothing. 16
16. There's your number again.
damage. It's my number.
All right. Right after Brew, we got Lucian coming up.
Going after the tall guy again.
All right, let's
Wait,
see.
was that my whole turn?
Oh, I don't know. What do you got going on?
Oh, was it actually my turn?
Yep.
I was just doing that as a reaction to him.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait.
Oh.
Oh, wait. That was a reaction. That was Abomination. Yeah, sorry. I got out of turn order. Thank you. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
It's Nim's turn. Sorry.
Neem.
Alrighty, I am going to shoot my crossbow at the big guy again. That is 25.
It's going to hit.
Alright, and yeah, I'm gonna try to knock him prone again. I want to do that.
Get prone.
So yeah, so I guess I will roll. Oh, did I? I didn't do poison damage last time, did I? I don't think I did. I don't think I added in my total.
Well, let's do it this time, and we'll
You
retcon
wanna
it a
do-
little bit.
Yeah, we'll just count it this time. Okay,
know
so
that's
that
what we're trying to
is.
do.
What's going on?
Getting shot with a
Crossbow.
crossbow.
Okay, 1d4. That is 12 total damage.
Okay.
12's your number, right?
Yeah, apparently.
Hey, guess what, guys?
Oh, and did he go prone?
What do I have to do?
You got to roll a saving throw of
Oof,
some
he did
kind.
not.
Just give me a second.
He did not say roll a 5, so.
Okay.
Oh god, the pepper.
Bless
I'm supposed to sniff it.
you.
Yeah,
You're supposed to eat it.
learning the hard way. All right, top of the order, Malara.
All right.
Just got blasted.
I'm gonna move. How far away am I from all the enemies if I am basically on top of that other bone wretch?
Sorry, what?
How far away am I if I were to just stomp on the bone wretch?
This one
How
here?
far away would I be from the enemies?
Which
Yes.
one? This one?
If I was on top of that bone wretch, how far away would I be from the enemies?
15, 10.
Perfect. Put me there.
All right. You just stomp on top of the bone ridge.
Yep.
I got what you mean, yeah.
And then I'm going to cast Mass Healing Word.
Nope.
It's a. I almost want to do something. Hold on. Before I do that, because it's a bonus action, I can do that.
Do what? What are you doing?
I'm gonna do something else along with it. So
Okay,
before I
just-
cast Mass Healing Word, I'm gonna let me see how this lines up. Can I hit the giant dude like around Lucian in a straight shot, like with guiding bolt, or would I have to like go through Lucian?
No, yeah, he's large enough. Lucian stands
All
like
right.
a fucking pea in front of him, you know?
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna cast guiding bolt on this guy over here.
Word. Okay, let's see what the attack is.
It's gonna be a 21 versus his armor class.
That's gonna hit.
Sweet.
What kind of damage you giving?
It's gonna be 4d6 radiant damage.
That's huge. Let's go.
Nice. Kill it with fire.
Kill it with radiant fire.
Light fire. It's gonna be 16 radiant damage.
16.
Yep, 16 radiant damage. I'm also going to cast as a bonus action Mass Healing Word. So, what is it? 60 feet range. So even I think Nim's even within that range, isn't he?
Should be.
20.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So Mass Healing Word, which in 60 feet, I call out words of restoration upon 6 creatures of my choice, but I only choose my companions.
Yeah, of course.
And they
Healing
gain
everyone.
1d. Yeah, right. 1d4 hit points plus my spellcasting modifier. Ooh, it's only going to be 5, but 5 hit points to every one of you. And then, just as a reminder, they enemies are now within range of my spirit guardians.
Okay, just let me know when we start on the turn. In fact,
Mhm.
if that's your turn, it's the cultist's turn. So now wisdom saving
So
throw.
he's going to wisdom saving throw.
6. The 6 save.
That's gonna fail. That's
All
gonna
right.
fail.
God damn it.
Hoop dreams.
It's gonna be 12 radiant damage.
Not bad.
The cleric's coming out with kicks tonight.
Yeah.
I'll say.
Yeah, you're kind of being DPS right now. Pretty impressive for a cleric.
Oh, I forgot to give myself the healing too because I get 5 healing points for that. So, bam. And then that'll be it for my turn.
All right, he's going to attack Brew with a necrotic blade and botch. Damn. So, yeah, he's gonna completely miss you. Yeah, that's his turn. He's going. He can't disengage, so he's not gonna get an opportunity attack. He was kind of hoping you'd get grappled so that he could run away and attack from a distance. Brew, it's your turn.
Not today. That's me.
Yeah, you almost got shanked by a necrotic blade.
Okay. Do I want to?
It's the first botch of the
Yes.
night.
I'm gonna try to hit dude.
Hit the human, the cultist.
Yeah, the little
Yeah,
guy,
calling him the cultist champion. He's just a human.
the cultist. Okay. 19 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
Damage is 10.
getting pretty bloodied up.
And because I hit him, I'm gonna do cleave, or I get to do cleave. So I'm
Okay.
gonna-
You attack the abomination or the blue one, or all three? Or all two, or both?
I'll go for blue.
Go for blue?
Yeah,
Alright. What do we do for that? You do an attack roll?
just another. I hit out my ability mod.
Oh.
Yeah, so I just go to hit again.
Okay.
13
It's gonna hit.
and
You slash across their stitched hide and bone.
16 damage.
And blue crumbles into dust.
Second attack
Alright.
on cultist guy again.
Cultist guy again.
14.
It's gonna miss.
Dang it.
Alright.
I don't have anything I can add to that right now, do I?
No.
We don't. We don't have.
Yeah, no bless.
Dang.
The one time you remember.
The one time
Lucian.
I saw the note on it.
Lucian,
That's
what do
it.
you got going on?
Attack my big dude
Your
there.
nemesis here? Yeah.
And you actually get advantage because I hit him with guiding bolt.
Oh,
There you
Well,
go.
22 modified for my
First,
one.
first one's gonna hit.
22 modified for my second one.
That's gonna hit again. Goddamn advantage.
19 modified for my third. All three
You're
hit.
gonna hit all three. Hell yeah.
All right, so let's do damage. So 9, 16. And then, because it's undead, 2 more. $41.
Goddamn.
And is he below 25 hit points now?
No.
Oh,
Big dude.
shit.
Good time.
I love that for you guys.
Yeah, he's at about 140 hit points taken out.
You're right about that.
Math.
Someone's doing their
It
math.
is mathing.
Someone's
Glad
doing their
we're
math.
both attacking him then.
Yeah, for real. All right. Lone Bone Wretch Blue is dead. So it is now Flesh Abomination.
Make wisdom DC.
Make a Wisdom DC. 11.
Fail.
Damn.
Oops. If I can actually roll my dice in the roller. God damn it. Okay, this dice doesn't want to play, but we're gonna make you.
Yes, we're still watching. We're listening to the heist music, and it's dope.
It's gonna be 11 radiant damage.
11 radiant damage. Okay. Damn, if only you had done that before Lucian's attack.
I can't. It's the start of his turn.
I know. All right.
How things line up.
Yep, saw the dice roll. All right, he's going to slam you, Lucian.
No, no.
At a 25 to hit.
No, that hit.
All right, the second slam, we're just gonna, well, let's do the first damage here. You're gonna take 14 on the first slam.
Okay. All right.
17 to your AC.
18 AC.
All right, he's gonna miss the second slam, so just barely you slide between his finger and his thumb at the last minute as the hand just slams down around you. The hand's literally made of like whole bodies. So, all right, that's bludgeoning damage. All right, after that is gonna be Nim.
Nim?
Nimmin?
What?
What would Nimmin do?
You cut out
He-
right after right after he said next is.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I think Discord's struggling with everything I got going on.
Every day I'm struggling.
I am going to. I'm gonna do, as a bonus action, I'm gonna do steady aim, which gives me advantage on my attack.
Cool.
But I can't move after, which is fine.
Nice.
So I'm gonna attack with my crossbow again. Oh baby, and that is 25 again.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna do all damage on this one. $15 damage.
Not looking too good.
And that is my turn.
Malara.
All right. Gonna do this again. I'm gonna go up behind Lucian. You took quite a bit of damage on that last bit, didn't you?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
I'm good. I don't need to be healed.
All right. Well then,
He's still beefy.
he's still beefy. Well then, take me back. Take me back to where I was.
Is the necromancer? Is he still alive?
Yep. Yep. The cultist humanoid. Yep.
Yeah,
Cultist
I would
champion.
attack that dude. You can.
The only problem is that I don't really have line of sight with Brew in the way.
What if you move?
Yeah. If you move
Behind
here,
me.
or if you
And then I
move
still have line of
here,
sight.
Then you have line of
Yeah,
sight.
I guess
corner to corner.
just leave me behind Lucian. That's fine.
You want to be one square away because you still have line of sight.
Would I have range for my spirit guardians?
15 now.
Yeah.
I got
Sweet. Yeah, 15 works.
15 works.
15 works.
Okay.
Yep.
Then yes.
In that case, I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt on that one.
All right.
It's gonna be a 17 versus armor class.
That's gonna hit.
Sweet. Let me give that up to Guiding Bolt. Forget what. Oops. It's like a bunch of D8s, I'm sure.
Probably D10s.
Probably D10s.
Pretty sure.
Where the heck? I just had it. There it is. So it's gonna be 46.
4d6, not 46, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
4d6.
okay. Whew.
Unless.
It's gonna be
46.
14 radiant damage, and they are illuminated by radiant light, so they will have advantage on them the next attack roll.
And is it their turn? Yeah, it is their turn now.
And they must
So-
make a Wisdom DC saving throw.
So, here's the thing.
Okay.
As the spirits go to strike the cultist, because he failed his wisdom. So he failed his wisdom saving throw as they're about to attack, and strike him in the chest. He casts a spell. And Brew, you're the first to notice the spell and to feel its effects. Your breath is frozen, your eyes are frozen, the dust hangs in the air in front of you, and slowly a bubble of time stop spreads without warning around, engulfing all of you in a frozen moment.
Ooh.
As the
Wait,
battle
that's
surges,
slowly.
steel sings and spells scream, and just before Brew and the spirits go to strike the champion, time stutters. A warped hum echoes through your ear. The cultist stands alone, crown in hand, his eyes locked on to all of you. You've played your oath, or you've played your part well. And he looks at you, Brunera, and says, "You've given your kin's blood." And he looks at Lucian and says, "You've broken your oath." And he looks at Malara and says, "Your moon is shattered." And then as he walks past, because you're all frozen, and he walks up to each of you. And as he walks past Nim, He says, "And you've given me this crown, and he will rise." And he leaves with the bone abomination stomping behind him, just barely holding on, just barely intact.
Now that pisses me off.
Yeah, I knew it would.
Yeah,
I knew
I'm
it
still
would.
raging.
Nim is not happy.
I'm
You're
gonna
like,
start
"Rah!"
stomping the bones.
So he vanishes, and once he's vanished, you feel the moment unfreeze with a pop like a sucked candle flame. Time lurches forward. In the throne room stands an eerie silence. The dead beholder oozes ichor across a marbled floor.
I lost you.
Yeah, we cut
Sorry.
out a little bit.
Okay, one more time. All right, one more time. So he vanished. He vanishes. The moment unfreezing with a pop sucked like a candle flame. Time lurches forward. The throne room stands in eerie silence. The dead beholder oozes ichor across the marble floor, and suddenly, clatter, chatter, and shrieks. From the lower entrance to the lair, a gang of goblin bursts in. Their leather armor creaks, eyes wide and yellow. Some still bear branded tattoos from Xanathar's mark, and they all run in and say, "Boss! Boss! Oh no, the boss is dead!" And then one kind of like thinks about it for a second and says, "We're free? What are we gonna do? Wait, who killed the boss?" And then they kind of look over at you guys. What do you guys want to do? You gonna skill check your way out of here? Should we initiate a
Yes.
skill check challenge?
Yes, please. I am.
How many of them are?
Enough, and it seems like they could easily run for reinforcements. You're standing in the lair of Xanathar.
We're still in a rage, and she just saw more things to hit. So
Do you want to roll an intimidation? What skill would you guys
yeah,
use?
she would definitely try to intimidate.
All right, give me a roll for that, and tell me what you do.
Let me check something. Okay, while raging, I can make certain skill checks using my strength skill
Oh, right.
instead.
Yeah.
And intimidation is one of them.
All right, roll it up.
Cool.
That's dope. Yeah, you're fierce.
22.
Yeah, they are thoroughly intimidated by whatever you got going on.
Yeah, what does Rude do,
what's,
though?
what's going on? Yeah.
I think she hears them talking and they're just really annoying her at this point because she didn't get to kill the big dude. So she just turns to them and just screams as loud as she can.
Just screams. Yeah, they are frozen in fear. All right, who's next? What else?
So,
Yeah.
are we gonna attack them or are we gonna get out of here?
You're going to be using at this point we're entered in a skill challenge. So use one of your skills. What would your paladin use to try to get out of a situation like this?
Malar votes to leave somehow.
Well, I'm gonna back Brew up whatever she wants to do.
So you try to
I'm good.
intimidate too?
Yeah, I'm gonna point my sword at him, and I've already taken on a Goliath. Not a Goliath, but
flesh abomination.
yeah. So
Relate me to
run, you small ones.
Yeah. Give me a roll.
All right, 1 second.
It's not necessarily that she wants to fight, she just has to fight. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like in a fueled, like,
Yeah.
roided out rage and
Yeah, pretty much.
17
can't stop her
my
sound.
modifier.
All right, that's gonna succeed. They are going to cower at the thought of Tyr's
Hey.
blade plunging through their chest. Nimmin, what do you got going on?
So they've intimidated them.
Yep.
So they're kind of cowering a little bit.
Yep.
I'm going to move ahead of them and yell to everyone like, "We did not kill them. Kill him." there was a man in a cloak who is very dangerous who came in, and he just disappeared. We're not here to hurt you or fight you.
Roll me a persuasion.
22.
Yeah, even though it looks like you were the ones in charge and the ones that did it, they start to slowly come around and believe you. Perhaps you're the new Xanathar, they begin muttering amongst themselves.
I am your king now.
Malara, what do you do?
For a second, the thought of her having that kind of power kind of entertains her mind for a second.
Yeah,
But
the
she
little
says,
thoughts of the
"It's
bow
best."
come back.
She's like, "It's best for you to leave all of your gold and leave that behind as a tribute to the new Xanathar, us."
Roll a deception.
We are Xanathar.
Yes, right.
We are Borg.
That's gonna be a 16.
That actually does it. So they believe, these goblins believe that you're the new, this isn't the first time something like this has happened in the history. There have been many Xanathars. Xanathar is really just a title. Yeah, so they kind of believe you, and they drop a measly amount of gold, let's just say 10 gold, and they lower their weapons, and they're like, the eye still sees.
I love this for Nim's backstory.
And as a cantrip, I want to, I kind of want to create an image of us as like what they think Xanathar should look like. So many eyes, and
Well, I
I
mean,
wanna-
yeah, they're just down to,
they're just like, yeah, you're Thanos.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
All right, cool. Then I don't do that. But
All right, so what do you guys do after that?
Search the beholder.
Yeah, all right. Search the beholder.
I'll pick up the gold and put it in my pouch.
Yeah, you find beholder stalks severed of like how many does he got? Like you find 4 severed beholder stalks. With a little bit of survival, or with a little bit of nature, you think you could probably pry one of them eyes out.
Ooh.
Like use it as a weapon.
It could. Never know.
So, do we want to try it later or try it now?
Might as well while we're here.
Might as well do it now. Yeah. I don't
All
have
right.
good nature.
I don't either.
I don't think I do either, but I'll.
You're all like, "Can I get this out of there? I don't know if I can get that eyeball out of there. It's huge."
How would you
know?
go about even getting the eyeball out of
Yeah,
there?
yeah,
You just suck it
Well,
up.
He's talking the stalks.
yeah. it's-
So, whatever stalks we can take, I'm taking them and putting them in a bag.
Okay.
Okay.
So, ones that are still intact.
Well, Lara like slyly suggests that you put them in your bag so they're not like all wet and sickly and inside the bag
That's
of
fine.
holding.
I'll put them in a
Can I
bag.
just carry one over my shoulder?
And is there anything else on the beholder? Gold.
You see a lot of scrolls and a lot of plans for things on the table. Talks about peace deals between Draugrs and Mind Flayers, mining certain elements out of the Underdark, and in particular, you find plans about harvesting yellow mold for mind control projects. Whatever Xanathar was planning, it was huge. Whatever this crown did, it made him hyper intelligent, smarter than you could ever imagine. A beholder becoming before you know that he was like a mad king, and now it seemed like he was quite organized. Yeah,
So,
dozens of bodies, burn marks. And,
Let's take the scrolls. They've got to be of value to someone.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna cast a detect magic and see if there's anything magical in the room.
you feel detect magic from this chest over here.
All right, Nim, do you want to see if it's trapped?
Yeah, I'll check that out. That is a 12.
It is not trapped, but it is well locked.
Okay, I'm gonna try to pick it.
Okay, give me a roll. Sleight of hand.
23.
Yeah, you have no problem getting this chest open, and inside you see a potion of invisibility a pile of gold pieces of assorted currencies, 200, and a scroll of legendary lore, stored in a scroll case. It's like sealed inside a scroll case.
Scroll of legendary lore.
Yep, you can read the. But it's inside of a scroll case. It's.
Well, Nim should probably get the invisibility. He's going to be our spy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just want to take it off for now, and we'll talk about the other stuff later.
Yeah. Sounds good
Yeah,
to me.
it's-
Anybody want a beholder tooth?
No. I think I'm a beholder tooth.
Yeah, they got a big mouth with a lot of teeth.
Take some.
How
Take
big
a
are-
nature roll
Jeff?
to get some out.
How big
What's
are these
that?
teeth?
It's a large creature.
I want
It'll
to
take a nature roll to get them out.
Yeah, I'll pick one out. Why not?
A
For
nature
magical
roll?
use.
Yep.
My nature's pretty poor.
Good luck.
21 to nature.
All right, Malara actually has no problem. She goes over there and gets a couple teeth out as keepsakes for everybody.
Yeah.
16 minus 1, so that's a 15.
As you walk around the throne room, you find a hidden shrine to himself, just like a big shrine to himself. You find like dozens of portraits and crude statues. Xanathar in different costumes, as an emperor, a mage, a pirate king. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for
Did I get a
the
tooth?
lair. Yeah, you got a
I
tooth.
gave you one for
Yep.
sure.
All right, who's down hit points?
I certainly am.
How much you
But-
down?
I'm down like 16.
All right, I'm going to lay on hands 16 to Balara,
I'm down 13.
and I'll lay on 13 to Brew.
Thank
So
you.
That's 29. I only
Okay.
have one left. Do you have any?
No, I'm good.
I'll do one for myself, so. And my lay of hands are done for the day.
Yeah.
I feel like we should go get a rest anyways.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
So as you guys,
Let's ask these. We ask these guys to get us out of here quickly and safely?
yeah,
our,
they
our-
can. They
our
lead
minions.
you. Your new minions lead you through Xanathar's back layers, through his many doorways and alleys into Skullport. And the air in Skullport tastes different now. Even the rot has gone still, as if the city itself is holding its breath. You guys pass many symbols of Xanathar's eye with the crown over it, but you know that his reign now ends. A few bold thugs
Ours
walk the
begins.
streets, but other than that, it's pretty quiet. You could tell that like the streets are scared. It's as if something big has just come through here. Everyone's kind of like locked up. Even the children born in these tunnels say nothing. They know that something has changed. And you guys get back to the docks where you see Gripwick. Roll me a perception check. Everybody roll me a perception check. And we'll see who sees this.
Ooh, I botched.
You're not paying any attention.
Nope.
You're in the caboose.
19.
19?
19 for me.
Brew, what was yours?
14.
14? All right.
Natural 20.
So as you guys walk up, Nim and Lucian, you're the only ones to notice this. But as you return, you find the little rowboat kind of like guarded by Gripwick, but you notice his hands were just inside the dinghy, rifling through a pack. He's no innocent beggar. He was searching for something to steal.
Son of a bitch.
It wasn't our packs, were they?
Yep.
I'm gonna shoot my crossbow at his foot.
At his foot or like in front of his foot?
I'm in front of his foot. I'm gonna scare him.
He's gonna say, "Oh, I was just checking for leaks. What are you mad? Careful where you point that thing, you bugger. I'm an old man. You could have killed me."
I
I'm
could
gonna-
kill you.
Roll an intimidation.
Echo.
What do you say, Lucian?
I go, didn't I just save you a while back?
It was a 16 intimidation.
He's thoroughly intimidated. He's gonna confess. All right. I was paid and good to make sure your boat was late by a couple of cloaked figures. I'm sorry. Please spare my life, my lords. Don't kill me.
I tell him to hold out his hand. Maybe he needs to lose it, and then I put a gold piece in his hand.
He's gonna grab it and just grab all of his stuff and run. He's gonna
Yeah,
get the fuck out of there, you know.
That's good.
Yeah, you better run.
People need to stop trusting the cloaked figure doing things for them.
Hey, money walks and bullshit talks, man. So you guys get in the rowboat and start paddling, but you're going upstream. So give me a couple strength checks to see how fast you guys get back, or if you have any problems out there in the open waters.
Modified
17.
17, and what was yours, bro?
15.
17.
17, 15.
Modified 17.
Modified 17. So everyone's getting high. What's Nimmin? What's your strength check?
17.
Yeah, no problem,
15,
guys. You guys are
15.
all, you're keeping pace, and you're all in time with each other. And you quickly get back as the rivers narrow and curl beneath Mount Waterdeep once more, the scent of alchemical sludge fading behind you. The torchlight plays off of smooth cavern walls as the familiar silhouette of the large retaining wall and the broken dead hoist comes into view. Below, as you get yourself up to the edge, you can see the dim lanterns of the full barrel swaying gently. But as you approach the edge of the wall and tie up your rowboat, connected, ready to descend, a loud crack echoes across the hoist's rotting timbers. One of the old crossbeams shatters, and a rusted pulley holding your rowboat lurches. The rig grows, and below you can hear Captain Swiftwake shouting, "I swear on the tide, if you drop that boat, I'll leave you to the rats." Another skill challenge is coming up. We're going to save the full barrel. Let's see here. What kind of skills would you guys use to prevent this rigging from cracking and falling? Or what would you do? Spells are available. What would your character do?
I want to cast mending on the hoist.
All right, we're going to count that as an automatic success.
It says
Athletic.
this. Yeah.
All right, athletics.
So modified 23.
What do you do with your athletics to prevent this from going on?
I'm gonna grab the ropes of the boat and try to let it go down gently.
Swing them around and let them go down gently and calmly. All right. What does everybody else do? You got
That's
two
kinda what I was planning
successes.
on doing. So
You
can I,
wanna?
like, help somehow?
Yeah, you brace the hoist's frame and hold the load steady. Yeah, you could do strength. Yeah.
I got 19.
All right. Yeah. Brew braced herself against the rotting hoist frame, holding it steady as it lowers. And Nimmin, what's Nimmin up to?
I'll do what Nimin always does. I'll do a master of tactics, so it may be like a performance check. To just encourage everybody to hold steady and yeah, that's it. Do that more. 15.
All right. Yeah, you have no problem ordering everyone around, and
Do that.
they listen. And with that, you guys manage to successfully lower the rowboat down the rotting hoists. Brew, you grab a rope and slowly lower yourself down. The rigs jerk and groan, but it holds. Sweat pours from all your brows as the boat slides down on its final stretch, landing with a gentle splash besides the full barrow. You see Captain Swiftwake and her crew loading up some other supplies and stuff that they've traded while they were there. You know, you're not the only reason they're there. They went there they'd go there regularly for trade and goods and whatnot. But she looks at her boat and the broken hoist, and she said, "Good, because if you broke it, you'd fix it. Now get aboard. The tide waits for no one."
Aye, aye, Captain.
All right, we're going to have a quiet night back. The ropes are lashed, and the last crate thuds onto the deck. With the final glare, Captain Alondra Swiftwake spins the wheel of the full barrel, and the swoop drifts onto the black current like a shadow given shape. The growing remnants of the dead hoists vanish behind you, swallowed by the mists in the moonless dark. The water here is calm but deep, unnervingly so. The bioluminescent fungi shimmer along the rock walls, their glow pulsing like breathing, and the stalactites hang overhead like stone blades, dripping faintly as no one speaks. Somewhere in the distance, you hear the faint echo of metal stone rings. So Alondra Swiftwake, her voice breaks the stillness, soft as a splash on the wake. I've made this run more times than I can count, you know. But tonight feels different. What happened up there?
Nothing?
Roll a deception.
I have my shawl on too.
The 5.
I don't believe it. Nothing never happens down there. Spill the beans.
Is she trustworthy? Do we trust her?
That's up for you guys to decide.
I'm gonna say nothing good happened up there, and there's a lot of danger coming.
All right, that's not a lie.
I like it. No specifics.
You want me to roll for that or anything?
No, that's not a lie. You
I'm
guys.
just being honest.
Yeah, she's not happy with that though. I mean, she's not happy that you're just causing. It's just more trouble that she's got to
Trust.
worry about.
I'm gonna say trust us. It's best not to ask more questions. We're not the trouble here.
She's gonna shudder and nod and continue on towards the locks. And the boat passes through the locks. The elfin glyphs glow as the water levels rise. Stone gates close behind, and echoes rebound endlessly, fading into nothing. Finally, you hear the crashing of the rhythmic surf grow louder. You feel the cool sea air touch your face, and the faintest brush of the salt and freedom. Alondra mutters something in Elvish and swifts on the wheel. And then you see it, water deep, rise before you, wrapped in fog. Her lighthouse is dark and her harbor silent. No city bells, no bustling wharfs, just shadows. The great city sleeps uneasy tonight. You guys get to the docks, and it's a foggy night. It glides into the docks like a shadow slipping back into its den. The sails are half lowered, the hull creaking gently as it bumps against the pier. The city is hushed. There are no dock hands, no lanterns, and the light is hushed from the tide in the wood. Standing alone on the edge of the dock, wrapped in a dark sea cloak that flutters in the salt breeze, is Miss Lyra Voss. Her silhouette is still, spine straight, and eyes locked on your vessel as if she's been waiting since sundown. As your ship moors, she steps forward, boots silent, glove hand clasped tight, her face unreadable. As she walks up to you guys, she says, "Tell me you have it."
Him's just gonna look down and, in a very frustrated voice, say, "No, they got away with it."
Cue the ad. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, but you don't have it. When the truth is spoken, that the crown is lost, taken by Valric's forces in Skullport, and that Xanathar is dead, her eyes flash not with blame, but with bitter understanding. There's a long pause, and then she speaks. Then the final act begins. She looks out over the harbor, the still towers of Waterdeep, the distant flicker of the castle torches, and the silent watchmen patrolling the walls. We have but days, a week at best, before this ritual is complete, before he wears that crown, and that thing that waits behind the veil returns with him. She's gonna turn and face the party, her voice now steadily and commanding. Waterdeep must be warned, armed, fortified, and not just the Harpers. You'll need allies. Mages, priests, mercenaries, hell, even thieves, every soul who'd rather live than kneel to a lich must be gathered. The city will fight, or it will fall. What do you guys do? What do you guys say?
Nim
No.
says, I want that fucking crown back.
Malara says
tired.
whatever we can do to stop the darkness from spreading. I'm all for it.
Lucian thinks to himself, should I switch sides?
I'm with her. I'm with her, man. What does Brew do?
Bru's tired and she just walks past, going towards
the
whatever
home
direction
the
we're
ho-
staying at.
the
yeah.
hallowed alabaster hollow. Yeah.
We will do everything in our power to make this right.
All right, and that's where we're gonna end it. You guys walk back to the alabaster hollow for a long rest, well deserved. Your trip all the way down to the mouth of evil and back. You know, you fought a big boss. I think
Gotta be a level up.
that deserves a level up. What do you guys think?
Gotta
You
be
think
a
it did
level
level up?
Yeah.
Level
Hell
up?
yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Doing it.
I think so. So next week, I don't know how much I can prepare because there's a lot that could happen. It's all going to kind of be up to you. I'm going to draw kind of a loose framework for what I think you guys could do. And hopefully you guys, this is where the difficulty comes in, co-writing a story together, So,
Yeah, I love that.
do you guys, do you want to just let me ask you this? Would you guys like to play out some political role play and go out and try to gather allies? Would you guys like to just prepare by, getting magical items together and attacking early? Or are you guys thinking, setting up for the wedding and going from there, completing your original task of the displacer beast delivery? So we got a lot of options. I don't know what you guys are thinking here.
We can put a vote up in our chat or something.
Yeah, we could put a vote up in the chat.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to vote
could
as
be a-
Brew because she doesn't want to go on this another fucking side quest.
Right.
Yeah, we can have a discussion and maybe a little vote or something.
I mean, you could always leave.
because I want to think about what Nim's gonna do. Like,
Right.
Nim would totally gather
I-
allies. Brew would
know-
want to smash.
I know what Nim's thinking right now, but I just don't know how he wants to react.
Right. Well, I'm going to leave that up to you. Perhaps we'll open it up into some light RP in chat,
Yeah.
and we'll give a little vote. But that's where we'll end it, and we'll decide what we're going to do next week when we get there.
Awesome.
All
Awesome.
right. Thank you very much for joining us today. That was awesome. You guys did fucking great, man. You guys
Yeah,
kicked
that was fun.
ass.
Look at us. Look
Yeah.
at you,
felt good.
Laura. Look
Yeah,
at you.
Laura, getting out there on the battlefield. And,
Hell yeah.
yeah, risking your ass out there. All right, folks. Thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thanks. See ya.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Much love to everybody. Adios.
See you next
Bye-bye.
time.
All right, chat. You know how it is. That's where we're going to end it for the night. But thank you very much for joining us on our D&D adventure. The Silver Flame Adventurers Guild continues. Will the wedding happen? We don't know. We don't know. Anything could happen. Anyone could come in. We still haven't seen Quinrick in quite a while. Perhaps he'll make a little appearance. You never know. You never know. All right, that's where we're ending it for the night. We're going to zoom in on our heroes, the Silver Flame Adventurers Guild. You can check us out on Twitch and the episodes later on YouTube. You can check those out. We got most of them up. But until next week, I've been Victor Bot. You have a wonderful night. Keep